Hello.
Hello, everyone. Sorry.
Good start.
Welcome back to Deus Vault. We left off basically the party.
Just quickly before we do a recap, I was just thinking we've not actually introduced who we are, who's playing who, since we started streaming.
Who cares? I'm sure they figured it out by now.
I'm just gonna say
We never tell them. They just have to work it out.
I'm Bickham and
Yeah.
I'm playing Aura. Well, I had this moment where I was like doing a little recap for the hour that didn't have audio last week. I'm gonna introduce myself as Bickham. Like, no one's gonna know who that is.
Brilliant.
Okay, yeah, we could do this. So, I'm Luca. I'm the GM.
I'm Bickham. I'm Aubrun.
I'm Ace. I play the Wandering Barb Garrick.
For some reason, my name is still Kumquat on Discord, and I play Zoys.
How long has that been there?
I have no idea, but I play Zoys. So there you go.
I'm James and I play Erlen.
Milkshake?
I'm Milkshake and I play Abraham, the big Goliath.
Also famous for a particular part of a Soviet Womble video.
Oh, yes,
Can I just-
if you like to go on to CSGO Bullshittery, you will episode 6, you will find someone called Mr. Milkshake. Congratulations, you
I've
found
heard
the deaf
4.
guy. Is it 4?
He's not. He's had some fixes to his hearing sense.
Yeah, so now only
Episode
half
4.
disabled.
There is a handy QR code somewhere that we can get that you can point you to the direct point.
There'll be a QR code on your screen now.
Since as you know, since I am famous, I do accept donations to get my career back on track.
And with that, I think we're ready for the recap.
Let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to do a recap for it on the last 2 sessions actually, because Dylan wasn't here last week.
Thank you.
The last 2 weeks. Whatever. So the party had infiltrated the Templar's orders to try getting back Oberon, who had been imprisoned and was facing execution. Abraham was pulled in as a separate, as pulled in to join back to the Shepherd's flock. Garrick was pulled in for questioning, and Erlen and Zoes had snuck in with an individual known as Sable. The party kind of caused chaos, managed to get into the chambers, pulled Oberon out after fighting a grueling fight, meeting some of the higher echelons of the Templar's order, and escaped into the city. After escaping into the city, the party kind of decided to head north into the hills as they needed to try getting out very quickly. And after spending a couple of days and working out that the reason the party was being tracked was Zoes had a curse on him
Sorry.
due to him breaking a contract. The party decided to head up to Orlais, taking 3 days of travel, and decided to start heading east temporarily to wait to break Zoes' curse to make the Templars believe they are going in that particular direction. Then started heading west to go meet with Erlen's family. He started heading west. We got to about here-ish, and along the way they met with seems to be a drunkard laying in the field wearing a wedding dress and an orange cone on it. He's a half-elf and has essentially woke up and called himself Augustus, asking if he could travel with the party temporarily. The party then continued still heading west, and at the final moments had run into a small group of lizard folk who seemed to be fairly hungry. The lizard folk decided to make an attack on the group, but were very quickly dispatched.
They should have listened to me.
Promptly regretted that decision.
I gave them fair warning.
They're hungry people, you know.
Well, now they're dead people.
So, you guys currently are standing in what is overgrown plants. Kind of, there is a few of these lizard bodies around.
One of
You
them
have
did
to
like
quickly
over.
look at them.
Saying that, is the area still growing? Was that a
Not
concentration?
growing, it's still
no,
growing.
it stays like that for 8 hours, I think it was.
Yeah.
I remember we looked at the spell. You can do it every day for X amount of time, and it will just stay like that forever.
Amazing.
Nice.
Broken spell.
So,
Oh,
Not
it's like a
really.
year you've got to do it for. It's not
Oh.
broken.
Fair enough.
Where on? Sorry, I'm on the world map. Where are we on the world map? Do we know?
We're about
Like-
here-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere
Yeah.
in here.
Okay, right, that's fine.
But we are
No.
also worried. Yeah, because we went up to this town first, where we then broke your curse and then ran back down here to kind of give them the slip.
And we're now heading down here.
Nice.
On bare feet right now, but we're going to try and pick up a mount here, won't we?
well, I imagine the majority of you are wearing
Yeah.
shoes.
No, we're hobbits, man.
Yeah, hobbits.
Not
But,
like
yeah,
bears' feet. They've got
Does Zoids wear
hair.
shoes?
No, he's a goblin. I don't know if goblins
Yeah.
wear shoes. I've just got like really hard soles on my feet.
Like leather.
Anyway, I think we're just going to like kind of mop ourselves up. I think Garrett just kind of turns around and goes, I'm not going to lie, I could use a little sit down before we carry on. And he just kind of looks at himself as just like, wait, what did I get hit by actually? I
A
lost
spear
health.
Where, like,
Yeah.
basically.
There's just like a giant hole and just blood pouring down it as he's just kind of holding the blood. Like, I'd kind of like to take care of this before we press on.
It doesn't mention it explicitly, but going off of what the lizard men will go and the fact he regained from said hit, I imagine he ate whatever the fuck he took out for you.
He died before he got a chance to.
No, he healed from it.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Amazing. But yeah, Garrick just kind of sits down, is like just trying to like bandage himself up a little bit, and just has like a little bit to eat and drink, and go. Anyone else joining me for this? For a little sit down? Need to lick their wounds?
Just examining myself, and I'm perfectly fine.
Well, fuck you.
Nary a scratch.
Can Abraham like start giving a bit of wood, like put all the lizards together, like do a little funeral fire for him?
For the lizard or for Carrick? Sorry.
No, for lizards.
Okay.
I need a lot more wood for Garrick.
If you want to, sure.
Okay.
Anyone else doing anything?
I suppose if we're stopping, Aldron's doing his standard little have a look at his thing and mess about.
Um,
Can I take a short rest?
you can, if you want to.
It's
so
more RP
August-
than what he's doing, and he's definitely not letting Augustus have a look.
Augustus?
Sorry.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what was exactly you were saying, Bailey?
I'm just hanging out looking at my shit.
Okay. Augustus probably would walk over to you, Garrett, and would be playing a song at the during your long rest, a short rest, sorry.
I'll take a long
Okay.
rest.
Take a long rest.
Long rest
So
in 30 minutes.
if you wanted to, when you're doing your short rest, you get an extra 1d10 hit.
Ooh. Well, I'll roll that first. D10. Well, that's very middle of the road. Just that, is it?
So average.
So average. And then I'll take the short rest. I'm gonna roll 1 for now.
That is less average.
That was good.
But after he completes his thing, my gosh,
know,
is
that-
gonna.
I just have to say that was perfectly bang on the 20 health I lost. I lost 20 health and regained it. Bang
Nice.
No.
Augustus is probably puts down his flute, and he goes, "Well, wasn't expecting to see lizard folk out here."
When you're out on the roads long enough, nothing is a surprise.
Mm.
Yes,
Well-
reminds me of the tale of
What-
Hoppy.
What you got to really watch out for is lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my!
Yes.
And cannibals, don't forget cannibals.
Oh, with
Bandits
that,
and cultists as well, they're not great.
yeah, Templars are also the worst out of all of that.
Ooh.
Oberon just has this face. I'm like, oh, you should not have said that. You should not have said that.
Anyway,
Uh,
anyone else need to do anything, or shall we make a move? Also, is anyone else struggling to hear James, or is it just me?
James has gone super quiet.
Yeah, it's gone quiet again.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Is that-
I'll be back in 2
Yeah,
seconds,
that's
guys.
Maybe.
okay. So, what were you? Was there any particular? Sorry, Auburn. You were looking at your shit, right?
Yeah, he's just doing his stuff.
Is it invention stuff or just stuff?
Oh well, he's still looking at trying to make them into arrowheads. The plates.
Okay, so I think we had done a roll on that. And
I'm pretty sure we'd said that I need to see a smith before we can
Of course,
progress.
right? Yeah.
But yeah, he's just double checking his calculations and junk.
Okay. Do me a favor, and you can roll another investigation check with additional proficiency.
Additional proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh baby. What is our proficiency? 3.
Yeah.
Plus 10. 23.
Perfect. Okay. So when you have a talk with the smith, you basically, and it'll be a shorter time. Like he could probably offer it cheaper because you've done all the calculations for it.
Sweet.
Okay. So
I'm back.
Din's back.
I don't know if any of you even heard that I'd left.
I
Yeah,
think we
we
did.
did.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
We just ignored you.
Yeah, it's fair. Just like my dad.
Now, are you guys wanting to do anything else, or are you just burning these bodies and leaving?
Burning and leaving.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I would like to resurrect one.
Oh, for
Brilliant.
God's sake.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yes.
Is this before or after I've cremated them here?
Right.
That never matters.
The cremation would take a while, so I want to see if you're okay with one being cremated. Sure. What are you guys?
We could always do a speedrun cremation like we did in Strahd.
Pain, echo.
All right.
Well, I just have to cast
you're-
Animate Dead then.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
It will take a minute, so anyone wants to stop him, they can.
Oh,
Otherwise-
as I kind of see him like pouring over the body, I'm definitely gonna walk up and go, "What the hell are you doing?"
Abraham looks bewildered.
I will tell you what I'm doing as soon as my fucking D&D page, D&D Beyond page reloads. It crashed.
Bear with me, I am just loading my stats.
Just bear with me,
You just
guys.
go to talk to Zoids and you just hear the AOL dial-up sound.
Shit.
No, I'm just
Zoe-
imagining Skype. I'm just imagining Skype. All I can hear is Skype. Do.
Or the
do.
reconnecting sound.
Yeah.
Why is it? It's like fully crashed. I don't know if it is just me or if it's like D&D Beyond actually.
Mine's fine.
Well,
Yeah, but
seems to be
click something and then see if it's fine. Because mine has like fully night. I can't do anything with it.
I'm clicking all over my character sheet.
No, I've reloaded
Character
mine and it's
sheet.
crashed, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's not just
Good
me.
timing from D&D Beyond there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll just carry on like it hasn't happened.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna, make myself a literal slave.
Why are you messing with such dark powers?
Why are you so
Just-
irritating?
It's dead. Leave it be.
Everyone
it
just
to
bursts
rest.
out laughing at that.
Why can't you just let me do what I gotta do, man?
Because you don't gotta do this. This is
I gotta do this.
unnatural. Leave it to rest.
It's no more unnatural than you turning into a fucking weird
Are
hybrid
you
monster.
I just spit on my hair. It's just like that's nothing unnatural about that.
And so
I've
neither is that.
channeled
That's just
nature.
magic.
I'll just
I
like I
channel
got.
Oh,
nature.
but
This
distract-
is
And he
not
channels
natural.
magic.
I'm gonna pick up the body and throw it onto the burning pyre.
I'm gonna kick him in the fucking kneecap before he does this. This is the only thing I can do that would be remotely helpful to the group. Let me do it.
Abraham does not know what to do. He's quite bewildered, and he does not know how his god would appreciate any of this.
Yeah, Garrick's picking up the body and throwing it onto the pyre.
Right, I'm casting Vampiric Touch. I'm not having this. Let me just do what I got to do. I can't cast Vampiric Touch. My fucking D&D page is down.
I think it's up again, but it's very slow.
What? Do you want me to tell you what Abraham's actually going to step in? Put like a hand on Garrick and a hand on Zoy's.
Bang your
And
head
just
together.
say, "Okay, guys." And like he just takes the lizard, he pops it on the floor. Says, "Guys, first off, before we go any further, why don't you discuss this before you start getting pissy at each other?" Garrick, still don't know you that well. Zoy's, I still don't know you that well. Zoy's, for a quick question, why are you trying to animate the dead? It scares me. Garrick, I understand what you're trying to do. It scares me too.
But it's annoying.
I'm just gonna put my hand on my heart and I'm just gonna look at him. I'm just gonna say, look,
Look, Mr. Abraham, sir. I haven't really committed to any part of the quest adventure that we've been on recently. I'll be honest, I've kind of lacked. All of my spells are fizzled out. My fingertips are all wrinkly. I kind of need just something to bring me back into the game a bit. So, if I can just bring back this beautiful, delicious corpse, we can have him to help us.
and then I'll put my hand up and I'll be like,
Thank you all.
and then I'll just start fucking raising the dead again.
Garrick just stands at that. It's just like, but the dead are dead. Leave them be. There is nothing more we can do with the dead.
Other than the fact he's actually doing something with the dead.
Yeah, like quite literally.
We can
Dead
use the body
be
that they
left-
no longer use for us.
Garrick, while this
Dead
creature
should be left
had a
in
soul, it was not sentient.
It was
What-
sentient. It spoke. How was that
Oh.
not sentient?
Garrick, were you dropped on your head as a child? Come on, man. Just
well, the
fucking
lizard
get in it.
didn't spoke, the
Were
lizard
you-
people spoke.
Were you raised in a cave? Oh wait.
Yeah. It's fucking
You do-
racist, man.
He's raising one of the people, aren't you? Okay.
Is he raising the people or one of the lizards?
Raising a
The
lizard.
people.
Oh, a lizard.
There's no people.
Oh,
There's no people, there's only lizards.
I don't think you can actually animate dead on a lizard.
Really?
That would be amazing.
Okay, Abraham, both in game and IRL, is face palming.
Oh, I just ran into a runtime error on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's a small
God.
humanoid.
Oh.
Ha!
No, it's his medium or small humanoid.
Oh, does it?
I'm pretty sure
Oop,
a
we-
lizard folk is a
We
medium
rolled
humanoid.
into a...
But he was trying to resurrect the actual lizards, from what I was gathering there.
Well,
The lizard folk that are in front of us.
honest, if I'm being not funny about it, I think he's just trying to resurrect something here. So instead of
How
going for
about we
down
just let
text,
him do it?
just-
Yeah, why can't we just let me be?
Because RP reasons.
I'd not pee the crap out of you if I fucking had my character sheet.
If when my character sheet loads, you'll be in for trouble.
Oh, sucks for you guys, because I can see my character sheet.
Why has Cameron's got still got his character sheet?
His camera's on D&D Beyond.
It's on Foundry.
Gods hate us.
Oh, you can see it on Foundry, can you?
Yeah, I imported it over.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, I can see it there.
And
Yeah,
my
to be honest, we might be able to
sheet
see
is
ours
on.
on.
I've got mine. Right. Back to animating dead. Medium or small humanoid. Bailey was
So-
right. So
You,
That-
can, you
Lizard
can
folk
do
would
the
be.
lizard folk, you cannot do the lizards.
I'll do the lizard
I
folk.
thought
then.
it was just lizard folk.
Okay, I do not know how I feel about this now.
There were 3 lizards that were literally just kind of lizards just walking towards you, like sort of iguanas.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
thought they were baby lizard folk.
Same.
what's the
So
difference?
They were literally just lizards.
Right, I'm still casting it then.
Okay.
Yeah, Garrick's gonna
can
grab
cast
the
on
body and
there.
put it onto the pyre.
Right, I'm just gonna while he's doing this, I'm gonna turn to everyone else and I say,
Does anyone have an opinion on Garrick just being an asshole?
I mean, I've already told him multiple times to stop being a cunt, but I mean, he's just not listening.
And if I heard him, will anyone panic?
Abraham's torn as fuck here because this was a person now. This is a bit different than being it just being a lizard.
I just shrug.
Your dead should be left to rest.
Hey, you know, the last time we spent ages fucking around doing nothing, my wife got butchered. So how about we hurry this up so that we don't just arrive when Erlen's parents are getting murdered?
And Garrick continues to put the body on the pyre.
I'm gonna cast blindness and deafness on
Orbron
Garrick.
looks at Erlen. No offense,
No, none taken. I'd much rather get there with a extra hand on our side.
You're casting blindness deafness, did you say?
Oh yeah, on Garrick, so he can't see what he's doing.
Well, I have to make a saving throw now.
Constitution saving throw. So when it's, I had a quick question about that. When it says that, is
12?
it? That's what I was going to ask. What am I seeing it against?
Your spell save
So,
My spell
Yeah.
save. Where is my spell save?
be under spellbook, in theory.
Is it the DC?
Yeah.
yeah,
Spellcast
save
a
DC.
13, so a
Damn.
12 wouldn't do it, would it?
Nope.
Okay, so Garrick's blind.
Need
Yeah, so
one
you
more.
decided blindness.
Right, I'm pushing him over.
What, Garrick?
Yeah.
It
I
still
don't want him
requires-
anywhere near this body, so I can just fucking resurrect it.
Okay, that would still require a strength check to do so. And
Can I have like
Garrick-
advantage because he's blind?
I-
He can't see.
Yes, but there's a difference between seeing, which like it'll be easier to hit him simply because he can't,
Fend.
But the actual shove. Well, what's this shove attack say? That's itself.
Where is it?
Well,
don't
shove actually, you can only push someone to the ground after you grapple them. You can try to push them to the ground. Other than that, if it's just trying to push me out the way, that would just be down to how you want to handle it.
Give me a second.
So it's like DM's discretion sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Using the
But-
attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from.
Oh, there is it.
Sorry, I didn't really want this to be a massive issue. I just wanted
No,
to
no, no, no,
animate some dead.
No, I
That's what I
completely
checked.
understand.
You know what?
All right,
Fuck
I'm
it,
gonna
it's
say.
not fucking worth it.
Well, I was about to say, Cameron, you're disadvantaged. I'm just gonna say for that for now because
Yeah,
of the fact
that's
of
fine.
it's an attack.
Alright, well, I'll go
Okay,
through
so
with
just
it.
contest his strength check, or you have to make a strength check, Zoys, and Cameron, you can either pick an athletics or a dexterity. Athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm going to take the athletics check. At disadvantage, though, yeah?
So I'm just a normal throw, yeah?
Just a normal athletics.
I got 13.
Wow. That's disappointing.
What?
Right. He's not made it. I am casting Animate Dead.
Okay. Is Animate Dead a concentration spell?
How long
V,
does
S, and M.
blindness
Character,
last?
character sheets are back, by the way.
Oh,
They are.
They've changed the font for character names.
Really?
oh my
That's
god,
why
yes
it
they
went down?
have. That's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Right, hold on. I need to, on this sheet, I need to get rid of the blindness and deafness that I'd used.
Was that everything they did? Oh, God.
What was your question, Cameron? You had a question, didn't you?
How long was blindness last? Why have I gone down 20 health? What the fuck?
It lasts 1 minute.
And 20 health is what you had between the short rest, so I'm guessing the D&D Beyond updated and filled up your character sheet.
Must have done. Weird.
Animate Dead is not a concentration spell.
No, you just have to do it every day, otherwise the thing that
otherwise
crumbles away.
Yeah. So I'm just going to
So it's
cast
got
it.
casting time a minute. Okay, so it's not
It's done.
after a minute. So how long was blindness deafness?
1 minute. And obviously I would push him over and cast it, so he's got about a 3-second period of time to get up
What's going on?
and stop me after he becomes
Okay.
not blind.
I'm just going to say, for sake of ease and the fact that you got that, you beat the roll and everything, you are able to animate dead on this list.
Yeah!
Unless anyone else is stopping him. I just want to confirm here.
No, I wanted to.
Abraham's not here. Abraham's going for a piss.
I imagine at this point, Oberon's just walked off.
Alright.
How is
I'm not gonna leave it
Augustus
down,
taking
it's
all of
just
this?
Augustus is just looking in amusement.
Is he just like
He
Homer
just-
Simpson into a bush?
No, he's really just sitting there, just playing his flute and just watching in amusement.
My man. I'm going to high five my new lizard folk. Sorry. The zombie.
That's got nothing to
Yeah.
do with
So
them.
what does it generate? Let me just check. If you choose a corpse, it becomes a zombie. Zombie. Let's pull up that.
Strongest member of the
you've
party
gotta have
here.
it. Yeah, literally.
Oh, it gets undead fortitude.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Basically, zombies, when they drop down to 0,
Mm-hmm.
basically you can take a roll that
Dead fortitude.
is they can make a roll that is 5 plus how much damage they're taking. So if they're taking 3 damage to knock them down to 0,
Mm-hmm.
if they make a DC 8 saving throw, that means they go back up to 1.
Jesus, that's pretty horrific.
Unless
Yep.
they take radiant or critical damage.
Oh, okay.
Or wait, isn't there another one? Or is it just
It's
those
critical or radiant.
two?
I'd say critical as in like you have to roll the critical.
Yeah, I know what you. I know what a
Yeah.
critical is.
I'm just saying critical damage like it's a damage type, but it's not. I'm just making sure. Okay, right. So we can continue with the actual game.
Sorry.
So I made a decision with this just for the sake of ease. We're gonna start doing travel by you'll travel over a week, so that's a different section. So I'm gonna have an encounter per week instead, and you guys can go to different travel things. Counters don't actually necessarily mean that it's going to be a fighting; just it means something can happen.
Cool.
So currently, you are here-ish, and which direction are you guys wanting to go? Are you going to want to go south and towards the Sapphire Road? Are you going through the forest? What are you guys doing?
I think the plan was to go through the forest the same way we
Yeah.
did on the way up.
Okay.
Not
so,
through the cursed bit. I
of
will
course.
specify that now.
No, you guys generally knew where it was, so it would be an easy thing to avoid. Even though it was somewhat randomized around the area, but it was easier to avoid where you could avoid the actual area of it. So a week would get you probably till about the middle of the forest. I was going to say.
Alright, so
probably-
we've had a long rest now.
Yes, you've all had long rest.
Yay.
It's been 7 days. Dylan, if you
Hello.
want to, so for the couple of days, while you haven't. You are still walking. I'm going to say that you've not actually done anything in a regard. Actually, don't rise to me before we go further with that. So, the animate dead. Are you still casting the spell on it every day?
Of course, yeah, I want it with me.
Okay, so let me just check this.
Is the suggestion that we have a long rest after every day, or?
We'll rest every
Basically.
night.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Okay, because that means that my spells will reset, so it won't matter too much.
No.
It just means on the day that we encounter something, I will be 1 third level slot down. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I remember
okay,
correctly,
that's fine.
it was
Just making
still
sure.
Pretty much the morning when we fought those lizards, right?
Yes. I was just making sure. I want to see what the rules were with Animate Dead. I've read them up on them. It makes sense. Okay. So, you guys have been traveling, and because of the fact that you've not done any extraneous activity aside from casting 1 spell and you are just walking, your pierced stomach has healed.
Hey.
So you don't get poisoned if you take a long rest now. Yeah.
Anytime.
So you get here. I'd like someone to roll me a D100.
I'll do it, because I'm rolling so well.
God.
95.
That's very high.
That was high.
Whether that's good or bad.
It doesn't mean much, really, does it?
Give me a second.
1.
What was the number?
95.
Cool.
We all die in an earthquake. No.
The
Someone
heavens
roll me
fall.
3d6.
Ooh.
3.
I ain't rolling that.
Let's all roll 1.
Triple ones. Come on.
We got all roll 1. I got a 1.
What are we doing?
I just need 3d6.
I'll just roll them all. I got 1, 4, 2.
Okay. So 7. That's not too bad.
We don't
Well.
know what it's for, Cameron.
If it's damage for us.
7 more lizard folk appear.
So,
Ah!
as you were walking through the forest, you guys are sticking to this old road, and it's you saw it last time. It's kind of a dilapidated road. Garrick and Zoe, you've not been on this road before.
No.
It's kind of a rundown road. You suspect that it was kind of the old way to get to Orlais from the edge of Britannia before the Sapphire Road basically existed. And as you're walking through, you start hearing, in a very hearty voices, some singing.
Garrick's
And
just
it-
putting one hand towards his weapon.
Ah, yes. The well-known thing that people do when they're about to fight. Sing.
You say that, but I have come across tribes of chanting
No,
war songs before fighting. Besides, meaning strangers on his path?
Erlen's walked away. Erlen doesn't care.
That girl
I'll
needs
just
to
go
learn.
over to Garrick. It's okay, she's just worried about her parents. I'll run up after Erlen, like, Erlen, you need to fucking rein it in.
No.
And you can hear the singing kind of come from down the road, in the direction you were coming, and it sounds like it's getting louder.
They're getting bigger.
Erlen at that actually sniggers a little bit.
And
Garrick just kind of looks at Auron for a second, like trying to make out if he was joking or
No.
not.
Well, we'll just stop everyone for a second and look at Erlen now. Last time we were here, we got bitten by spiders. If we get bitten by spiders, don't force feed paralyzed people, okay? And I look around and then I just make eye contact with Erlen.
What happened with that?
We don't
Well,
want
pretty much what I just explained.
Well, I got you got paralyzed and she force fed you something, but why did that go badly?
I think it was poison ivy, or was it poison oak? It was something bad.
Poison ivy. Aaron believed it was the cure for paralysis.
We don't do that, okay? Anyway.
The only thing you should really force feed people in that situation is health potions. Not random.
But yes, last time we were here, there weren't really people hanging out in the forest.
Well, maybe that we should be a bit more worried about these people.
Can we? I assume it sounds like more than one voice.
Yes, it sounds about 7.
Sounds about.
I mean-
oh wow! Who knew?
I'm of the opinion maybe we just hide ourselves in this
I think-
forest, let them go walk past, and just carry on.
Oberon looks towards Zoy's and then towards the zombie. There's a
Uh,
moment. There's a
just
moment of
clearing
like
it.
pondering on his face, and he's like, "No, that's a terrible idea."
Just to clear it up, I've been riding my zombie because it's probably quicker than me walking.
You're on its shoulders.
Yeah. Swinging my legs and stuff.
What an image!
Oh, even better. You could make yourself look like a normal person by getting a big cloak.
Trench
Oh, that's a genius idea.
But yeah, Garrett just makes the thought of like maybe we should just like tuck into the sides and let them pass, and we can carry on without any
One sec.
issues.
So,
So I definitely think the two of them are going to be the issue, as he points at the goblin and the undead lizard folk.
is everyone gonna? Are we all hiding? What is
I
everyone?
mean, if it sounds like they're on the road and we're happy to just try and walk past these people, I will give Zoy's my coat to make him seem like a tall person.
It's the tallest goblin you've ever seen.
Oh my god!
I'll like cosplay as a hobgoblin or something.
I think that's
I'd
worse.
argue that.
No, you're just a skinny orc.
Oh god!
It's fine.
Okay.
With a
It's
tail.
the runt of the litter.
Exactly.
So, if you're
Right,
just gonna be
are we
walking past,
hiding
yeah?
or are we going to walk past?
I feel
Garrick's
like we're hiding,
advocating for the hiding, but
I'm happy to hide.
I'll go for what the group thinks. I don't know.
2 for hide, 1 for walk, and the other 2
If-
aren't here.
If it wasn't for the fact that I didn't have a zombie, I would be okay with walking. But I do have just
A
like
zombie.
a pet zombie now.
Well, does
Just so
it sound
I'm-
like they're coming towards us?
Yes.
Yeah, Garrick's just like, I'm hiding.
Yeah, I guess we'll just all move to the side of the road and
Yeah,
blend in.
hide.
Okay. If everyone's doing that, you can all make me a stealth check. I believe, James, you get advantage because it's your favourite terrain.
How do I do a stealth check for a zombie?
I'll do the stealth check.
Oh, okay, that's fine
That's for the fucker.
Oh,
The fact-
Abraham.
he has a
Right.
name. It is Jeff.
Of course it's
Of
Of course
Jeff.
it's Jeff.
Of course it's
Oh dear, I got a 6.
Oh no.
Hey, you can't shout at me now.
I like Jeff.
No, I wasn't shouting at you. It was just like the fact you had the 18 there, but the disadvantage from your arm.
It feels bad, man. It's my stealth these days.
But-
I got 13.
I feel like all that's happened is as we've gone into like some bushes to hide, because I'm so high up and like
And fell off the
naturally not
shoulders.
there, I've just fallen off his shoulders and just like landed with like a crack. Whoa!
Whoa!
Man, come on!
So what did you get as stealth, Joyce?
6.
The zombies, even though not much more, somehow more stealthy than you.
It's just
That
like,
is
I just like to
shocking.
imagine, like, as it's gone in, like, Zoe's just fallen off the shoulders and the zombie's just crouched down.
Okay. So I'm.
This has
doing
got
some
awfully-
rolls.
Man puts his hand over the zombie's mouth and it just feels like it licking its fingers.
Oh wait, or is this a moment of like the horses bucked goblin off and then crouched in the bush?
Oh god.
All right. So. Oh. Wow.
I like the idea that the zombie's crouched in a bush and Zoy's is just poking out the top.
I don't know why every time any kind of zombie shenanigans happens, I just imagining the Plants vs Zombies theme tune bass.
Oh my god.
So, as you guys are crouching kind of by the side of the road, some of you a bit more stealthy than the others. What was everyone's total?
Oh, what was the roll again? Sorry.
Stealth check,
Stealth.
and you're in a forest environment, James. I don't know what that gives you. I think it gives you something.
Gives me advantage. It's an 18.
Okay.
I got 13.
I got 14.
Cool.
Do I get anything for that ability? I can't remember what it's called, but it's the rogue one where you can just kind of blend into the environment.
I think that's ranger hide in plain sight or
What is
something.
it? Might be.
That just means you can take the hide action without
Yeah.
actually having to
Attempt
hide.
Yeah, you can attempt to hide even when you're only slightly obscured.
Yeah.
Cool. So, as you guys are hiding, you kind of see coming down the road 7 dwarfs, and they seem to be singing and
Are they off to work?
jabbing.
Is there a human woman with them?
No.
Mine?
For fuck's sake. 7 doors and we go with.
They do,
So-
do, 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 do.
They seem to be singing each other, and they seem to be
Hi-ho.
very joyous. Something they seem to be elated in spirits, and some of them do notice some of you, but don't seem to majorly react. Like they give you a look, and it gives you a very like kind of joyfully way. It looks like some of them looks like drunk, and they're singing about how something has happened with the Northern Alliance. They seem to be very joyous of the fact it's quite hard. Like you've managed to pick up Northern Alliance and Susain, but not anything more major.
I like the fact that we managed to fail to hide from drunken dwarfs.
Yeah, man. We're good. We're good at stuff. What can I say?
Only the best of the best here.
Exactly.
Quality teamwork.
And yeah, are you guys stopping them in any regard?
Nope, letting them go.
Cool. They just walk past. There, they look like they're just on their merry way.
Bear that in mind, what they said. But other than that, I'm not interested. My mum-
What an encounter, team!
Hang on, Garrick is now gonna.
What have
Sorry,
you?
Alan, just wait.
What have you done?
No, okay.
I'd argue that a lot of you, I mean, Zoe's and Garrett definitely have.
Oh,
I don't think Erilyn and Oberon and
I rolled
possibly
higher
Garrett,
than Oberon.
not for stealth.
Yes, I
This
did.
is-
No, he's not talking about stuff.
Sorry.
fuck's sake. All right, so you probably not met many dwarfs. They really don't much hang out on in Polchania or the western side of the continent at all. Like you might have met 1 or 2 of them, adventuring wise, but they are very, very rare.
So
So-
I know of dwarves. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So just as a point.
Like they wouldn't naturally be in this area.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna mention that. I go.
oh, it's a bit weird, guys. And there's some happy dwarves. This is like
Sorry.
Well, are they not
this is
usually
not
happy?
in their area.
When I look
Not
at the
to be-
party, I'd say that most of us aren't normally in this area.
Oh, good point. Well taken.
I mean, especially you. You're not really one to talk on that standpoint.
I'll get Jeff to bite your fingers off.
And I think Oberon is probably even more further afield.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever told any of you where I'm actually from.
No.
I've hinted to it.
I've not paid attention.
Zoe definitely doesn't know.
I literally don't pay attention.
Oh my god, the honesty. I don't pay attention.
Okay.
What's your name?
I don't
Shall
even know who
we-
any of you are.
Shall we carry on with our travels?
Oh, nice. Yes.
Spicy.
Perfect.
That's right. I was
So-
just reading what my potion did.
As I said, so by the stage you've gotten here, it's been about a week since you were around here-ish. So it's been about a week and a half, maybe a bit extra, since you were in the capital.
Cool.
It's probably been 2 weeks since you've been in the capital, week and a half since you've been in Allhead.
How long will
So-
it take us to get to there now from where we are?
It was about, for there, it's probably going to take you about another half a week.
Half a week from the forest.
Yes.
So we covered this distance in a week.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
It's half a week.
The forest is not
got
hard.
quick
Yeah,
step,
think
yeah.
of the
Well, I know
forest as
Jane.
difficult terrain.
Okay.
There's
Until
fey
you were
nasties in
close-
here, right?
You were closer to about here-ish, near the start, the other side of the forest. It's a fairly large forest.
I thought we were gonna be skirting near the bottom of it.
No, you're going through the
Yeah,
side road
I
where-
think we're following this dotted path, aren't we?
Oh, the top, the grey
Like,
one.
So
straight
we've
through the
gone
middle.
kind of like
Oh, nice.
that. Then
Yeah,
so we're just basically walking a straight line and then going down.
basically, yeah. But the
Oh.
road itself, you have are you guys taking off roads or you're sticking to the road within the forest? That's actually.
I think the road within the forest is fine,
Okay, just making sure.
personally. But I suppose
So-
it's...
Well, I mean, we could probably just like stay off to the side, so if we hear big, loud war machines behind us, but we'd be
You
following
guys
it.
start. If you guys get, as I say, you get to this road probably in about half a week, so about 3-4 days.
It's only 5 foot.
Yeah. And as you get to this road in your travels, Augustus is still here with you, and he just says, "Oh, I think I know where I am. I'm going to be leaving you guys for now. Hopefully we can see each other in the future. Yeah."
Sure.
Well, Abraham just smiles at Augustus and gives him a pat on the back and says, "You owe me a water skin."
Okay. Next time we meet, and hopefully we will meet again, I'll give you one.
Yeah, but Abraham says that in jest, as much as a Goliath can say in jest. And it's
comes
still
across
mostly-
really intimidating.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It comes across like extremely intimidating.
Okay, so you do see Augustus start walking the road north.
You have -2 to intimidation.
How have you managed this?
That's funny.
Don't ask.
It's got off charisma. isn't it?
It's off charisma.
So
Abraham's not charisma.
The most timid Goliath you've ever met.
are you guys just watching him leave, or
Yeah,
I will
as it
loudly
kinda
say, I hope I never see him again.
Garrick turns to Abraham, was just like, "No more picking up strays, eh?"
Abraham looks at the distance and tries to see a cat.
And definitely no more saying our names in front of them. Especially certain people that are going to have loads of wanted posters.
Erlin just stops whistling.
Abraham just says, "Well, he seemed okay."
Carolyn?
That's not the point.
What's
People
your passive
may
again?
always have ulterior motives.
Passive
You
sex,
can't
mate.
trust them.
18.
18. As everyone is kind of just talking in the group, you kind of just notice, just out the corner of your eyes, as he's got further up the road, that he just disappeared.
He just disappears.
He seems to have made motions with his hands and disappeared.
So I think this guy can teleport. What's the bloody point of him following us?
Oh, I don't like that, Miss Evelyn.
I wonder what the point in following us is.
Garrick at this point is just staring daggers at Abraham.
Abraham just like. Abraham just said, "This is not the person you're looking for," and waves his hand. and Abraham actually does that.
I suggest we maybe move a little bit quicker.
Oh, God.
The ones I'm actually with him.
Oh,
I kick Jeff into action and he starts moving.
You can see, just see it kick his ankle, and he's like, "Rrrr."
No, I'm riding him, so I'm like kicking him in like his ribs or something.
"Oh, puff, come on, pull something."
We need to get you some spurs.
Yeah, I need a saddle, a custom-made saddle for fucking Jeff.
It's like,
I'm trying to explain
like
that
one
to
of
a
those
stable
baby
hand.
backpacks.
Oh, yeah, baby baboons.
I'm just imagining like when Luke's doing his training with Yoda.
Your
Right.
travel continues, and about a second week, you get to about here.
Well,
you
no,
don't
we,
really
no,
have-
we would be we were stopping in here.
Were you stopping there? How long were you
Yeah.
stopping there? You were just stopping.
Well,
there for
we
a couple
wanted
of
to see if we could hitch a ride with someone down here.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, we were
Sorry,
trying to
never
like
mind,
find
guys.
horse cats. We were like, it was way too expensive up here, but we got that it might be more affordable here. Not definite, just a chance.
I will say, I'd
Okay.
imagine we're all being sneaky about who we are as well,
Yes.
Abraham,
Give
I
me-
like
as best we
To
can.
be fair-
Everyone, give me a performance
I
check.
would definitely not let Zoe's in the city with the zombie.
why did you say performance?
there is that.
You've turned around and I'm already gone.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Performance.
I got a 12. Can a zombie perform?
I got 16. I mean, you control it, right?
Yeah.
Just come off your performance, surely.
Me and
No,
Jeff have a
I-
12.
I would make a separate roll, I believe.
Huh.
Oh,
For
if
some
it does
reason,
not
I'm
have a good
proficient in
bottom.
performance, but anyhow.
Okay.
What?
Okay. I just rolled a nat 20 for the zombie's performance.
Oh my
He
god!
just fucking breaks out in a song
Someone
and
just walks
dance.
in and starts talking. Why, hello there, good chap. We're looking for a carriage.
So it got a total of 17, but
A total of 17 on a nat 20, amazing.
oh Christ, I was not expecting that.
That's hilarious.
I'll just hold it back and go,
Let Jeff do it. Let Jeff do it.
You see the zombie like it's strange, even though it's a zombie lizard.
It blends it.
Tucks its
Yeah,
tail in.
and it kind of like raises its head and seems to walk with a grace that you kind of seem to ignore it somehow.
I'm gonna like dab my eyes and go, that's my Jeff!
It was
I'm so proud of him.
Yep. I have no words. Garrick's just bewildered by the sight before him.
I'm gonna. I got a 12, so can I like?
Sorry.
Can I cosplay
who
as a
didn't
child?
Get above a 10.
I got a 10. I got 12.
I got 7.
I got 16.
I got 15.
Okay, so in general, the group is able to keep itself fairly hidden, but you do see Garrett getting a few odd looks when you are in.
Oh, I'm so not.
I mean, to be fair, of all the people not to get spotted, Garrick's probably not the worst one.
We've got a goblin and a zombie.
So you are attempting to get a horse and carriage, right? Or what was it desired?
Or just hitch a ride with someone that's heading this way,
The cheapest option that we can afford.
basically.
Okay. So
We split up and look for clues.
That's Batman. Yes.
Cares?
So where are we actually
Does
heading
it really
to?
fucking
What's
matter?
our...
Larynx.
What's off?
Yeah, we're heading.
Oh,
to
it's
Larry.
all the way down
So-
there.
Yes.
Yep.
Holy shit. Okay.
I suppose.
So-
Or would it be worth us coming here and getting a boat to here?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Well, is there a port there?
I would assume so.
There was a port. You've actually been to that city in the past. It's where you first met Inquisitor Garrett.
Oh, is that where that is?
Yeah.
But that
Oh,
would
well,
mean
I think you went to a village that was to the left of it, but I believe you did go to that city
Wait,
very briefly.
Is it? So how the fuck did we end up coming up here and then through this forest to get
So that's
to Orlais?
I remember that.
How did
yeah,
that
'cause
happen?
So that's just me doing. This is kind of more a general map, and I didn't do it perfect. It's supposed to be more kind of around
Retcon.
here-ish.
Retcon.
Yeah, that's code for. Oh god, if they went that way, his wife wouldn't have died.
No, the reason you went that way was more because the.
Well, we didn't want to go on the Sapphire Road, but there's a road
Yeah.
right here which would have been easier to get to. If it's
Okay.
here, but that's fine.
It's more general. It's supposed to be more around here-ish, but that's poor pacing for myself.
But there is a port there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually did put down the road for that, amusingly. You can see it here.
I was wondering what that was for.
It's a road
There's
to
also
nothing.
a road here as well.
That's a ghost town over there.
Actually, that leads to a particular place, but that's not been revealed yet.
So it fades out because you've coloured over it.
No.
So we do know that there is a port there then.
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you reckon it'll take us to get down this little stretch of road?
Probably about a day.
What do we prefer?
I'd rather go by boat. I think that's okay.
Traveling on
that
a
would
road
be
is a
more
lot
direct.
quicker than.
Oh, is it?
No.
It took you a day to get to that city the first time you went up that road. I'm still maintaining that.
So, I assume someone would know if there's a port here, right?
James would. Actually, Ireland, I should say.
Well,
Yeah,
so
you would know about the.
Or if there is
elves
one in
who-
Larix.
You know they're not major thoroughfares of travel. They're not for the production, but you know there are smaller boats that do travel between these areas.
Can't really hitch a ride on one of them.
Might be
Will
worth
that get
trying
us
to
to
do that.
Larix? That will cut us probably a good couple of weeks of travel with all the forest we have to cut through as well.
Yeah, that area through Suna looks like horrific. We'd have to go either all the way around or through it, and both would be horrific. I vote boat.
Well, I suppose
Problem is,
if we
it's
head down to
affording
the
it.
city, if we head down to the city that's here, it's
Yeah.
not going to be any different if we have to get a cart here than we do where
True.
we currently are, right?
Probably
Let's go.
not, no.
Let's go.
So I suppose we'll just spend another day heading down that way.
Okay. So you get there. We don't have to do any rolls.
That said, we will have to avoid Garrett because he knows a bunch of us, right?
He won't know Zoi's.
He won't know you two who have,
No, he won't know Garrick either,
changed.
will he?
but he'll
He
probably know
knows-
Abraham and
Strange
Aaron.
man.
He won't know me because I didn't speak with him. He might know me for other reasons.
So, this. I'm looking at something.
It should be easy enough to stow away, should we have to?
I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get a Goliath.
Abraham.
I'm more
looks like
thinking that paying for 6 people to go on a boat is going to be expensive.
7.
Depends on the size of the boat.
Is this 7?
Abraham just corrected as well. 7.
I'm gonna hold on to Jeff's hand. It's a bit slimy and cold.
Who's the 7th person?
The
Jeff.
zombie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you want to count that again? Luca's not a player.
Oh, yeah. 7. No, sorry.
that's
Aubrey
just-
looks around.
Point up to the sky. It's there.
And Jesus is with you. And there's another set of footsteps in the sand.
Tasty.
Jesus was with you the whole time.
Always been here.
Always has been.
It just always has been. Oh, that's good. Right, so we need passage for 6 people, not 7.
Okay. So, you head down to the port city, and are you going? So I'd say you could probably just ask some random fishermen, or you could ask. You could see if you could look around for kind of a port master or something like that.
Can I just ask a DM thing? Everyone probably would have used this method to try and get up to where everyone met each other. Do you think everyone would know someone from this area? Friends with?
I would argue that you probably wouldn't have. Just going off of where you all met. You all met in this area, Huda, and just travel from there. Just logically, it would make probably more sense that you had taken the fastest route possible, which is logically that, because you know that you can't really cross this river, which you could before. You had to go around.
Yes, no, but before I ask, no, thank you.
No, of course. What you might know, just you probably haven't done it yourself, but you know that your father probably has talked to them and such, is the port side on the Elven side. So yeah, you're aware of the town of Mickey. You know how much the cost is from that area, if that makes sense.
Okay, How much is that?
You'd say for the 7 of you, it will probably
6.
cost about 70 gold.
6.
6, sorry. I've heard 7 about a million times. It would still probably cost about 70 gold.
That's affordable.
Yeah, we can actually do that.
Well, where's this getting us to? Was that getting us directly to Larix, was it?
No, that was getting you to Mickey.
That's still a lot closer.
Yeah. I mean, so travel
And
time.
it'll probably take about, I'd say, a week travel.
And if we went round,
Probably about 3.
but it is.
Oh, I will just say, while we've been travelling, Auberon has gone back to his sort of regular orange hue.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you changed colour.
What did you change to again?
I became a summer Eladrin for a bit.
Oh, summer. I'm thinking of fucking that.
Anyway,
Right,
so we're going here and we're getting a boat.
Oh, spring, sorry, not summer.
Old times.
I've got some gold to cover the fare.
We know if piracy is rampant.
I
here
think
or not.
I think Erilyn has a gift from a deceased friend that can cover it.
What do you mean?
Abraham was reaches into
So, in answer to your question, Zois,
Yes.
you are aware there is piracy in the Southern Sea. Yes.
Okay. Finish what you were saying, Milkshake.
Abraham goes to Garrick and says, "How much money would you like for the ticket?"
How much money have you got?
How much is a ticket?
Well, 70 gold for all of us.
It's how much?
Is she just
70 gold for all of us.
Evelyn's just gonna go into the middle of them and just go, don't worry, I got this. It's fine.
While these guys are sorting out passages, do we remember if there was a smith in this town?
There would be, yes.
Can I go and have a chat with him?
Sure. So he would say that, and we could just do this very briefly.
Yeah.
I'd say that it would be possible. The cost for it, and in fact, as I said, you
George.
calculated the thing.
Come here.
It would probably be about 3 silver an hour.
3 silver an hour, and it's 10 per gold, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
And like material-wise, obviously you've got some materials.
so
of
if I were to do this, would this be a whole arrow, or would this just be an arrowhead to stick on an arrow?
arrowhead.
That's fine. If I give him, well, I mean, I can make it myself. Does that make it any cheaper? If he lets
So
me use
if
his,
you give him
his
what,
smith.
sorry?
If I were to get him to let me use his forge and stuff, I can do it myself because I am proficient.
Yes,
Would
he
that
would.
make it any cheaper?
He probably. I wouldn't say so. The money he was saving is literally you talking about the logistics. He will probably
No, that's
like.
fine. If I give him 6 gold, just to let me make what is that 20?
Yes, but yeah, he probably would go to the alchemist as well because that's part of it. Is you got to basically
Yeah.
put the.
Yeah. So while they're doing that, I'll mill about making these.
Okay.
So I assume the ship doesn't just leave straight away.
No.
The second the money's in, it starts moving away. Oh god!
So it's like Pokemon fast travel.
How?
Bought a ticket, we're going.
Yes.
Can I see if there's a general goods store?
Yeah, there would be. This.
Is there somewhere
Why
I
you
can
do
fill up my
see-
component pouch?
Say again.
Is there somewhere I can get some components for my component pouch, like an alchemist or herbalist or something?
So component-wise, you don't have to worry about unless it's
Yeah.
something that has a material cost like gold.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
The whole,
oh,
the whole
okay,
thing with the
right.
components pouch is it's like you don't need the materials, you just would be stocking up.
Just a bag of random crap.
Yeah.
I like that. That makes it much more interesting then.
It can be done without it, but it's just for sake of ease. We're not
That would be a
So,
ball
like-
ache to track.
Yeah.
Something
I'm gonna
like
cast
alcohol.
Eldritch Blast now. I need to find a. I think it's a stick with lightning, isn't it? Or is that which part I'm thinking of?
Something like that.
So something like a distilled spirit would be in my component pouch, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
only if it
the
has
key
a
thing to-
monetary cost.
Yeah. It's
Like
if it's,
gold
if
or
it
silver.
Says, Yeah, if it says
diamonds
like
worth.
I think find companion is literally like, oh, you need 10 gold of coal or something like that.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Right. As you were.
Nice. To cast Tasha's Caustic Brew, I need a bit of rotten food.
Delicious.
Easily done, I guess.
Yeah,
There's a
with
zombie
you
right behind.
guys cooking.
It just got a bit off of the zombie.
Yeah.
And I shall head to the general store.
That's funny.
Cool. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Abraham is looking for a tent. Because he's been sleeping out in the open this entire time. And
Yeah,
it's getting...
Abraham looking rough.
Yeah, Abraham's not looking the best. He's looking very disleveled.
I mean, I don't have a tent.
I don't think I do either.
I have a bedroll.
Same.
But I'd like to go to a general store and see if I can buy a tent.
Wait a second. It costs 2 gold.
Should probably mark off my gold, shouldn't I?
You know what? I shall buy a tent then.
I just want to ask, we haven't actually bought the passage yet.
Before...
The boat.
I shall buy
No.
I just wanted to confirm before I took the money out.
You haven't bought the purchase yet.
Cool, it's perfectly fine.
Okay, so I shall go buy a tent, and could I see if I can sell him a short sword?
You can sell it to Smithy a short sword, but we don't do the RP, you just can sell it.
Yeah, okay. 1 second, I'm just going to say bye to people because they're going on holiday. 1 sec.
Short shorts? No, short swords.
I really want to sell this hypodermic dagger to someone, but
Sell it.
it's somewhat dodgy.
A hypodermic dagger?
Yeah, it's my dagger that does poison damage.
Oh my god, that's insane. I was like a dagger that's just shaped like a syringe and filled with heroin.
Well, it's like a dagger that you press a button and then it injects them after you've stabbed them.
It is literally a syringe dagger.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's what they were throwing at us in, was it Orlais?
Fucking, what's it called? Amaran.
Amaran.
It's what the Kingdom Shadows use.
Gotcha.
Which is why it's a bit dodgy to try and...
Basically, I wanted to give him a dagger, but I didn't want to give him anything magic. Because it would make no sense to me if a bunch of them had like magic daggers.
How many poison things do I actually have left? Not a lot. Okay, you know what? While I'm in the smith, can I sell him my 2 regular daggers?
Sure. You probably see, what's his face? Abraham come in.
Yeah.
So, Abraham, sword, cost 10 gold. And you can sell it for about 10 gold.
You just see Abraham's face light up because that's the most gold he's ever had in his life. He's so happy.
Daggers are 2 gold each.
Sweet deal.
I like the fact that the great club is 2 silver pieces, which is literally the funniest stick on the side of the road, really.
How much would he get for a flail?
Give me a second. 10.
Then I shall sell that, and can I buy some crossbow bolts while I'm there?
Yeah, sure.
How much can I sell a sling for?
Probably not much.
It's just there, I don't really need it. How do I see what weapons I'm proficient with?
How much would 10 crossbow bolts be, please?
On
Yeah,
the
makes
bottom
no
left
sense.
of your character sheet, you've got your armor, weapons, tools, and language proficiencies in a box.
Sling is 1 silver piece.
Well, I shall have 10, so that'll give him
Light.
a gold.
So does light mean anything with the light word?
Yeah, so any light weapon, so you can
like a
can
light
look at it.
hammer or something like that.
you can go onto the inventory. If you click on weapons, I believe you can filter it to have light weapons in.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Damn, crossbow bolts are expensive. It's a gold a bolt.
A gold bolt.
That is expensive.
Abraham recoils in fear and says, "No, thank you.
Oh no, sorry, it's a gold for 20.
I was gonna say that's fucking insane.
Well, I should give him 5 silver for 10. That's half a gold.
I haven't really thought about selling bags. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
5 silver, yeah.
5 silver.
You see him kind of get annoyed. He opens up the packaging and takes out the 10. He's like, oh.
Well, they were fucking like plastic wrapped.
Yeah.
See Abraham quite pleased, and he heads back to the group.
Just in the back, being quiet, smacking something in the corner is Orbron. He's just doing stuff in the back of the smith.
And I'll
You
be
probably see the blacksmith turn
It's like that
towards you
scene
after
in
he does.
Sword Art Online Abridged. The music's playing. Dum, dum, dum.
You see this guy kind of turn back towards you. He's holding like the 10 bolts, by the way, Ogun. Just puts it into like basically like a rack, so he can work like get another 10 for later. Okay, so is anyone else doing anything?
Nah, I'm alright.
Erlen's trying to keep a very low profile.
In that case, Jeff and I will be with Erlen, just sort of like doing the same. Just not very well.
I suppose Garrick will just be behind Erlen, and Zoid's just kind of.
I like the small ranger who's wearing very much a green cloak, just hiding himself. Just
Can I visit the church, Troy?
Oh, sure, yeah, sure. How are you approaching the church? So curious.
I'll be in like a hooded garb.
Okay. So you go into the church, and at this time, yeah.
And I'll literally just go in like in the back right hand corner.
You see the church at this stage is kind of empty. You kind of go to the back right corner, and you kind of, doing your thing. You see there is a shepherd kind of mulling around the front. Seems to be dealing with the mat. Gives a look over, sees you. But obviously, you got your hood kind of covering your face, and you probably see him with a scroll in his hands, looking through it. It looks like he kind of cracked open the wax, giving a look, and you kind of hear a tutting, and he nods his head no. But kind of closes it, puts it back, and gives another look around. Doesn't do anything majorly after that.
I'll wait for him to start doing something else, and then after I've finished with prayers, I shall leave. Just paying respect.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to find anything. He's not doing anything particularly, and you can just walk out.
When I get back to the group, can I do mending on some of my clothing? Because I'm assuming going through the woods, my garments will be a bit tattered.
Not really. It's like the woods to the stage of while the road was kind of ruined more, but it's not as though it was like taken by thorns or anything like that. It still works as a road. Okay. If no one is doing anything,
I just thought, I may as well buy the arrows to stick these arrowheads on while I'm here.
sure.
I think it's the same as crossbow bolts.
Yeah, let's check that. Oh, terrifying. Just show me the fucking cost for the +1 arrows.
How much?
At 50 to 200 gold.
Holy shit!
That's an expensive arrow. Shooting money at the bad guys.
Yeah, looks like the same price.
Fantastic. I will take away a gold.
Cool. Right.
Cool. Cool.
Is everyone taking the boat then?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll come up with the stats for your arrowheads in a bit later.
That's cool.
You do know that there probably will be a slightly less strong than the actual hammer itself.
Oh, for sure. That's fine.
Okay, so doing this travel, whoever's paying, reduce yourself 70 gold.
I believe Erin said she had it covered.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
And I'll thank Evelyn profusely.
Why do you have so much gold?
You rob the dead bodies.
Because there may or may not have been a party member that had 150 gold on them when they died.
What the fuck? Who was that?
That was the cat.
Yep.
Holy
Atramar was
shit.
loaded.
Holy shit.
Atramar's still helping.
In her own way.
In life, not very helpful. In death, very helpful.
Where her ghost
I'm
is just
gonna-
there going, for fuck's sake, that's my money.
I'm going to lean into Jeff and I'm just going to say to him, even though he probably can't hear me or say anything to respond or acknowledge it, I'm just going to say, make a note. We don't trust Erilyn. Thank you. That was perfect.
Could someone roll me a d20?
I'll do it. Oh, you
Go on,
go.
Dylan. Go on,
No, 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 no,
Dylan,
no.
Dylan.
No,
How about you
no,
both
no.
roll? Whichever one we prefer.
Okay,
Deal.
yeah.
That is not how we're doing that.
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, let's all roll one.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20, we'll take mine.
Yeah, sure.
Stormy weather. The boat capsizes.
We all drown.
Pirates,
how
raid your
big
ship.
is this? What sort of ship are we on?
It's probably gonna
rowboat.
be-
6 of us and someone else on a rowboat.
Smallest tender you have ever seen. It's actually just a
It's probably,
kayak.
it's probably gonna be like more of a fishing boat in that regard. Like it looks like a kind of a trawler.
Cool.
Okay.
I need to look up what the fuck I have just done. Give me a second.
It's not good when the DM has to go, what? I have to look up what the fuck I have just done.
What have I done?
What have I
They
done to my
butchered
boy?
my boy.
Let's get rid of this Elder Tempest.
Oh, look,
which
I
is
have-
level 23 creature.
I have a whole one sailing song here. There we go.
We get sick of it by the time we
Oh,
finish.
do you reckon sea shanties on here? Okay, I'll get that up on YouTube because that is copyright free. The RuneScape sea shanty. Yeah.
So, when you are at sea,
I'm actually vibing right now.
good song. When you guys are at sea,
You.
Oh, your boy, hear me. Oh, whammy, grandkid, whammy, row.
see another ship coming. the other
Oh
way.
my god.
Saying it suddenly gets
it's
intense.
not, on land.
It's a distance away at the second. It looks like just a speck on the distance. Can't really make out major details. And anyone's got a passive perception of about 12. You'd
Yeah.
see that the captain has probably got a spyglass up and seems to be looking into the distance in that direction.
I'm gonna look towards the direction he's pointing the spyglass at.
I'm gonna ride Jeff over to him and question it. On the boat, yeah.
What? Abraham's gonna sit back and watch the boat from a distance, still cloaked up.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
look-
try
you
and
look
peer
in the
towards
difference,
the direction.
but as I said, you cannot see anything of detail. In the camera yet.
I'm gonna look around on the boat we're on and see if they've got any sort of spyglass or anything.
I want you
No,
to
they
know
wouldn't
that
have.
Evelyn is throwing up over the ship.
Amazing. So it's the captain that I've gone over to, yeah?
Yes.
I'll say, oh, Mr. Captain, sir, can I call you Cap? Anyway, what you looking at for your little spyglass?
He's not. Wait, I'm confused. I thought it was the captain on the other ship.
So did I.
Wait, what?
There was another
No.
ship, and we saw the captain.
Luca literally said that we
Oh.
can see a speck of another ship in the distance,
Oh,
right?
my bad. I thought we
Oh.
were looking at the other ship.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Is
No,
our captain
there's
not
a
the one
captain
looking?
It's our captain's the one that's
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh,
I'm right.
Captain.
So
I was an idiot.
he kind of turns towards you, Joyce. He very much gives it like he's looking for the eyeglass, looks towards you, looks back very quickly, just like what? Oh, right.
Double take.
Yep, there's a gobbo here. Yep.
I forgot about that. And a giant lizard folk zombie.
Just trying to. There's a ship in the distance, and he kind of points in the direction. I'm just trying to work out what the flag is.
Okay. I'm going to squint it. I'm going to go,
Oh, okay. Does it matter?
Well, yes. If it's a pirate flag, then we have to be careful.
Well, what's a pirate flag look like?
Bone and sword kind of interlaced.
Ah, the classic. Okay.
and I'm going to go back to everyone else and I'm going to go,
It's pirates.
not even going to wait to see if it actually is or not. I'm just going to say it is.
How big is this boat, and would we have overheard that conversation at all?
It depends where you guys normally be if you're kind of sitting on this boat.
On the upper deck.
I'm sorry. I'm ruining everything.
I'd be trying to avoid as much attention as possible, probably fitting these arrowheads onto the arrows.
So I'd argue that with Erin being sick, probably would miss it. You probably would hear it. Garrick, you probably would have heard said conversation because you're on the upper deck as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is there? Abraham. Abraham, where you would be?
Good talk.
He is also throwing up.
Okay. So just to say, you, Garrick, have probably heard this. Everyone else, Erin and Alban, you've heard. Oh, so it's just say, oh, it's probably it's pirates.
I just look at the goblin and just shake my head. Just, what is your purpose? Like,
Why do you breathe?
just let the man do his job, and it's nowhere near us, so there's nothing to worry about anyway, even if it is pirates.
Hear a cannon in the distance.
You do notice that the speck has got larger. Looks like it's getting closer and closer.
It's getting bigger.
But is anyone keeping a close eye on the captain at
Ye-
this stage?
I'm
Yeah, I
watching
will
the
be
captain
with
on
Jeff
the
as
ship.
well.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on this whole thing.
Can you, anyone who is, make me an insight check?
Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
I did state, so do you want me to do it as well?
Again?
I did say I was, but I don't know if you heard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
heard it.
Yeah, okay. Alright. That wasn't much better, I got a 10.
See what I roll.
We're
Every
both
little
staring
helps.
intently at him and like just completely missing everything that he does.
I was just like, I think Garrick's just more torn between the, what's the word, the enclosing ship and trying to split his attention.
So you don't notice any major change as of yet.
As the ship's kind of
But
like
you do
getting closer to us.
see,
Yeah.
He kind of waves over his co-captain and says something to him. You can't really
Who?
catch what he says.
Co-captain. Is that a thing?
First mate.
Co-
Oh, okay.
Co-captain. I like that.
I quite like that.
Maybe they're I'm gonna say the co-captain on the.
Hey, look, it's your story. You make of it what you will.
Yeah.
I'm going to shout over to the
There's
captain.
also a first mate when he gets fucked in this.
Is there a co-first mate?
No,
It's
no.
a co-captain
just
when
the
it's
one.
going good, but it's a first mate when it's going bad. It's like Andy Murray during the tennis, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like he's assistant
Scottish
to
when he's
the
bad,
assistant
British.
to the regional
British
manager.
when he's good.
But yeah, I'm gonna shout over to the captain. Skipper, how worried should we be about this ship? We are good fighters here if you need us.
He kind of looks down at you just briefly. Keep your hands on the weapons, but don't draw them yet.
Very well.
It's flying a friendly flag, but I think I'm seeing damage on the hull.
Potentially false flag.
Potentially being chased as well, I suppose.
I'm just gonna like round up the gang and just tell everyone be prepared. And as I see Erilyn hurling over the side, I'm just gonna be like, just pat her gently on the back and just go, "They're there."
When you don't know how to human interact, you're like, there, that'll do. Okay.
They're there.
This would have been the one and only time I would have been able to use that particular sorcerer spell I had. Protection from disease. From poison and disease.
This would have been perfect.
So,
But yeah,
This-
Garrick is gonna kind of like be looking at the ship as much as possible and seeing what he can see on the upper deck as it gets closer if it keeps coming towards us.
you do see that some of the crewmates are like basically preparing some of the cannons just in case.
Our cannons.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. A fishing trawler that has cannons.
God damn. These
I'd
are,
imagine they'd have
These
something.
are prepared.
it's a rough neighborhood, man.
There is piracy on these seas. They probably have about one cannon a side.
I'm picturing like a U-boat now.
Yeah.
U-boat with a massive net.
It's got like a Browning on the front, you know?
I like to imagine it, he's scared it's a fishing trawler, but it's just one go with a fishing rod.
Sorry, it's not even cannon. What I'm
Harpoon
on about.
launchers.
It's I actually made this ruling in my head ages ago. It's not in cannons. It's ballistas.
Oh,
They don't have fucking the technology for cannons
Gunpowder.
yet.
Or
We have
eye
Greek fire.
twinkles.
No, they have ballistas, so they basically have like two crossbow bolts.
Should have
Big
made
old
some
bolty thing.
big arrowheads.
Boom.
Right,
I
sorry, I'm gonna have to go for like 10 to 20 minutes. I'm just gonna make a couple phone calls.
you're missing the action, dude. God.
I'm throwing up. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Well said,
I'll,
well
I'll
said.
pull up Erilyn's sheet just in case.
Okay. So, this ship gets closer, and it got onto a stage where everyone can see it, and you can see there is smoke somewhat billowing from said ship. The hull looks like it's taken multiple arrowheads to it as well. It looks like it. One stage had a fire, and some of the part of the sail was able to was caught on fire, but was able to be cut. If that makes sense. And you see there is a crew on there, but very depleted. Like compared to there's probably about 10 guys that's on this ship. This looks like there's probably like 2 to 3 at most. And they're kind of just trying to keep it together.
I just yell over, Skipper. Should we be maybe drawing weapons at this point?
Skipper is
I'd
dead.
say no. The captain kind of shouts back.
Can I give Jeff a
I
weapon?
don't know they're in distress, to be honest.
I see, maybe they were the ones attacked. Okay.
And you see that the ship is trying to, like, it looks like they are directing it, so it's trying to come along your side.
I'm a little worried, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Garrick's very much on edge with this whole thing.
Oberon's
And,
playing it cool. He's still fixing arrowheads.
Garrick will just kind of be like stood at like to the side, like just watching the ship, arms folded, just standing there and very like, as large, making himself as big as he can at this point.
So you see you kind of see that one of the mates, one of the people on the other ship, it gets to a stage where the ship's basically side by side at the stage, and he says, "We need some aid." You hear him call it cross.
I look towards the skipper and his reaction.
It's like, all right, drop anchor. See if we can provide what we can.
Abraham,
And
at the sound of that, Abraham gets up as well.
Garrick wants to. Can I do an insight check from here just to see if he sounds like genuinely just in distress, or if it sounds if he's seeming to be wavering a bit, like he's not quite.
yeah, sure,
Truth.
go for it. Roll me an insight check.
I
Inside.
think I'd
Right.
probably be doing that as well if I can hear him.
Oh, fuck sake!
I'm just
Come
gonna-
on.
Luca, what is my zombie's armor class?
What, 10 plus dex, so what, 11, 12?
Okay. I'm gonna cast.
Dex. If we're doing that, it's gonna be it's 8.
Oh no.
I was gonna cast mage armor on it, but I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest.
It's a
plus the
stealth
dex
spell, isn't it?
modifier.
Yes.
You can cast it on.
You
You
can
touch
cast
a
it on
willing
other
creature
creatures.
who isn't wearing armor.
What is it? Is it 13 plus dex?
You could
13
make
plus dex
a
modifier.
very
yeah.
scary monk with that.
Literally. So I might not actually cast it on it if it's seeming as its dex modifier seems to be like -1,000,000.
But it would make it the IC. Sorry.
I'm just gonna go to Luke quick.
From 8 to 11.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll cast mage armor on him at
Um,
level 1 because it's the only one I can do.
I got a 14 on my insight.
They do seem legitimate. They seem tired, and they look like they. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see them drop the anchor, and you see the boat kind of lurches slightly, but manages to stop. They also raise the sails to make sure it's not just kind of wandering, and ropes are thrown across from side to side. If you guys are assisting with that.
I'm still doing my arrows.
Yeah, but you see the 3 members of this ship kind of come over, and give it a second.
I think when they come over, I would sort of shuffle from where I am to reveal my short swords.
I don't seem to majorly react to you, but
No, that's fine. I just want them knowing.
and from what you can gather now that you've looked at them, they look like, their shirts look like they have dry blood on them. They seem to have scratches across the system. Their clothes are kind of fucked.
Oberon's just
And-
thinking, we used to do shit like this. It's the get help routine.
You see one of them when they get on the ship. They get on there. They kind of seem to collapse, and I imagine the whole party is probably looking at them at this stage, right?
What's going on? What did I miss?
The crew members have just landed. They look like their clothes are kind of damaged. They've got some dry blood on themselves. And they've just gone to the ship deck, which they climbed across with ropes.
Hmm?
You see them kind of collapse and kind of look up, and you see them point at Aaron. One of them point at Aaron and scream, just for a second. So no, not again, no.
Whoa, calm yourself. What's wrong?
You're pirates. It's her.
She has nothing to do with pirates. I can assure you of that.
She's literally still throwing up.
you, as you can see, she's not very combat effective right now. You have nothing to worry from her or us.
I recognise the face in that hair anyway.
Where were you?
We got attacked. Our ship was attacked by pirates. We're just coming back from we're coming back from the islands, and we just wanted to make a trip quickly to Mickey, going back up to the port in Bulgania. And they attacked us. It was 2 to 3 ships, destroyed it. We're the only survivors.
And you're saying you saw this woman on that ship? on one of those ships.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're in a bit of shock, and I understand that. But there is a thing to consider called traveling distance and time. I can assure you that Erin this is her first time on the sea, and as you can see, she is very much not in any state to be dealing with anything, like of operating ships.
Roll me a persuasion.
I imagine you just hear from around. "Bleh."
Do I get advantage with Erin, throwing up?
Just roll me a persuasion.
She throws up again. Bleh. Chunks everywhere.
Persuasion.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I can 14. That's better. At least it was over a 10 this time.
So 14
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
This guy does seem. It seems like he's still majorly worried. Like it looks like he's not saying anything anymore, but it looks like he's kind of looking at everyone now, somewhat of a panic.
I mean, I kind of look at. I'm assuming the rest of the group's kind of around here, except Erin.
Can Abraham go up to him, like tap the guy on the shoulder? Come on, let's pray. I take him away.
No. He would definitely looking at you. He definitely would not want to break.
He falls overboard.
Big on foul demon.
Yeah, I just kind of look at the rest of the party though, and I just kind of turn around and go. I mean, at least we know what one of them looks like. Erin. Does she respond?
He's still away.
He's not here. I also would like to ask him questions, but.
I mean, maybe DM might know said questions and can fill in the
Yeah,
void.
but it's whether James wants to answer them, right? We'll just say Erilyn is currently incapacitated.
Yeah.
This is a difficult situation. I have a couple questions to ask Erilyn right now. Also, I'm also realizing we have shouted out her name probably way too much.
Everyone knows her now. This is awful.
Everybody knows her name.
I'm just getting you going in my head. Who's that girl? It's Erilyn.
Erilyn.
So, are you guys doing anything else in particular?
More
Yeah.
just trying to help the guys onto the ship, get them settled down. If any of them aren't completely seizing up, and trying to get as much information as possible as to what happened. Oh, bye, James.
Can I keep an eye on the ship in case this might just be a trap and the
Yeah,
pirates?
how
might
far
actually
is
be
the
on
ship from us?
Just
Well, it's not
alongside
that
us.
far. Yeah, it's
Probably
right next
about-
to us.
In that
10,
case,
20 feet.
I'm going to try and sort of make it look like I'm walking off somewhere to go and look somewhere and teleport onto the ship and go and have a quick rummage.
Misty step.
So give
Well,
me
and face it.
give me a stealth and an investigation check.
Cool. My stealth is plus the number 4, so 19 on stealth.
Okay.
And investigation is fucking numbers. 16.
Okay.
And I've
So-
used one of those. Yeah, if I teleport up there and I immediately see anyone within 10 feet of me, they have to make a saving throw.
No. So there's no one in 10 feet of you as of yet. You kind of get up and you do an investigation for the ship, and this looks like everything and anything has been ransacked. It looks like the pirates have basically got on the ship and left the just going off of this. It looks like they left these free to basically just get away.
Okay, so there's spread word. So there's no one below deck or anything.
No.
Okay, so I'll sort of come up to the edge of the ship. Looks like they're telling the truth. There's no one up here.
Garrett just gives the thumbs up
Reveal
and kind
myself
of
to
relax a
them.
bit more.
The captain kind of gives a look of.
I guess the question is now is
Everyone
we
just
gonna
lead
tow
on his
this
quarter
ship?
staff watching from the distance.
can we tow this ship back or is it too far? Is that not even doable right now?
And the captain does give a look at the ship. I don't think it can get far. I mean, I'm surprised that they managed to get here, to be honest.
So scuppering it is. And I shout back up to Oberon. Did you find anything else on the ship, or is it completely empty?
There wasn't really anything, was there?
That's a shame.
Maybe like some ropes or something.
Uh,
The pirates stole all the rope. No.
Oh, precious rope.
I mean, did it look like it was sinking? Is it taking on water in the lower decks?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, when you see that it's a part of the like.
I'm gonna just go out on a limb and assume that mending ain't gonna help it. The ship's not a small object. No. Damn.
I guess we just leave it to sink and carry on with the journey then. I hope we don't run into these pirates. Are you coming back over, Oberon?
Yeah, we'll all jump down. Back over to the other boat.
Cool. You come over. You see that the crew at this stage are probably like giving them supplies, put like kind of blankets around them, and have taken them below deck. It kind of looks like they're trying to want them to rest.
I kind of turn to Oberon, just like kind of away from the crew. I mean, if the rest of the party are there, fine, but I'm just trying to keep it away from the crew. I just say, the way that crew member acted, I wonder if Heron has a twin or if it's just a big coincidence. Like, have we got an evil twin situation on our hands?
Well, I don't know how much you know about the elves on the continent, but they're not exactly friends with the humans.
Well, I kind of gathered that. There were a few of my tribe. And,
I'd say very much Erlen and myself are anomalies.
Yeah, I mean, to say the few elves I've encountered in my tribe, they were the stories they told of how they were treated is something awful.
It's like I'm now just wondering if Erlen's mum is a pirate queen.
Oh, plot twist.
Okay, so mum or sister? This is
You know, elves, they don't exactly age normally.
Could be
true.
great grandmother for all we know.
Like 5 generations of Erlen.
Carolyn's oldest grandparent.
We actually did. This is when I revealed to you guys. I'm actually writing the plot for One Piece here.
Oh God, we're gonna be here for ages.
That's what
Okay.
level 20 is.
Yeah, level 20 is when we find the One Piece. Fuck.
Well, that's when you. No, that's when you get your devil fruit.
Do thousands of episodes.
That's when you get your devil fruit. Fuck me. Can you imagine?
Tens of thousands of episodes, should I say? God damn.
Like making One Piece like it seemed like a short story. Fucking hell. Okay. Unless you're doing anything else, your journey continues.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of waiting for everyone to come back to
I'm
us.
waiting for her to be less
Yeah,
ill.
So you continue traveling, and you manage to make it to the country of Mickey. So I would imagine this is the first time you guys, any of you actually, aside from Erin, obviously, has been to this section.
Yeah, I'd imagine at
And-
most I've been to like the edges of Suna.
Yes.
I mean, I don't really know where my tribe would have wandered, but
No, you were more on the eastern continent in positions
Gotcha.
to probably be
Wow.
looking around.
I think we should go
these,
here to Ruinous. What a name!
Oh, that sounds like a fun place to
ruin
be.
us.
Is anyone else seeing the pyramid near ruins?
No. I'm also seeing that after we've been to Ruinous, we can go to Anus.
Yeah.
It's Eno.
No,
Don't-
it's Anus.
don't pronounce
Oh,
that
no,
again.
it's called Anus now.
It's Anus.
I like
Mwah.
Slut Junior over here. Think of
You-
it.
Slut
you can tell we've never really looked at this side of the map.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a bunch
Oh,
of
there's
people up
Moby.
here.
Okay.
Oh, Wudon, that sounds like a real place.
It's in China, isn't it?
Wuhan.
Moby.
Kobe.
Anyway,
Kobe did.
we're in Mickey.
Is there a large is there a large whale hiding in here? Do you wonder?
So, what?
I'm just
The
watching
Loch
these down
Ness-
as plots, everyone. I know
The Loch Ness monster.
Hey, he's back.
May need to go again at some point, but all good.
Everything all good?
Yeah, just need to call people up from Mum's business.
Ah, gotcha.
I just let them know what time I'm coming. Only one can pick up, though.
Right, who's asking Erilyn the question?
Kind of looking at Erling's complexion as she kind of come back to us now that we're on land.
Yes. I'd say so, no?
Yeah, I
So-
didn't know we're on land. I don't know what's happened.
A ship rocked up alongside us. The crew came on board. There were 3 survivors. It looked like they were attacked by pirates. One of them got really freaked out by you. Aaron,
Well-
do you have like a twin sister or like an evil twin sister, or like is your family
Or any
a
of your
pirate
family
business of
pirates?
Wait, they recognized.
Well,
and then
one of
He
them
saw you and
said she
screamed.
was spitting image.
screamed.
Screamed.
He said your hair and face could not be mistaken.
Okay, Erilyn at this kind of looks a little withdrawn.
So, Erilyn, have you got some? I mean, we won't hold it against you, but like,
I
is there
mean,
something
yeah,
we
I'm,
should
ki-
know?
I'm king of the Kingdom Shadow, so you know.
I mean, my tribe is a wandering tribe, and we take care of evil, but not.
So one of the whole
you hardly
reasons
deal
why
with
I
water.
went out is because I'm looking for my mother.
I fucking called.
Oh
did.
my god.
Garrick just kind of looks at Oberon and goes, "Ooh."
Zoids is going to cuddle up a bit closer to Jeff.
As Erilyn kind of says that though, Garrick then looks back at her and is just like, "You said we were coming over here to see your parents and check on that they were okay."
Yes, I wasn't exactly going to just announce her as my stepmother.
Aurora's just gonna put a hand on Erilyn's shoulder and just parents.
Parents.
You can't pick them.
Abraham just kind of looks. What a parent.
Oberon looks at Abraham. A pain in the ass.
So my problem is I've never known my birth mother, but I know she left when I was very young. And I don't know why. And the fact that someone screamed because they saw my face doesn't make me feel much better about the whole situation.
Well, I think we
I
figured
mean, I
out
don't know.
who your mum is.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Or what?
Not gonna lie.
Well, if I know I could be a bit of a bitch, but I'm not exactly like a hardened veteran in any kind of capacity. It's gonna be a
Well-
little scary.
We did try and convince him with, you throwing up over the side and everything. I mean, I think the crew member was a bit too shocked to actually understand simple logic of if he was attacked over yonder and you're with us, that you can't be in 2 places at once, but he didn't seem to quite... He
It
seemed
was
to be a
also,
bit too far in shock.
It was also Garrick talking to him, so that's, enough to send anyone crazy.
I have more questions for my father than I thought I did.
Well, let's go. Let's make haste and make sure that the Templars haven't beaten us there first.
So they're at Larryx, yeah?
What, Templars?
No, Erilyn's dad.
I'm sorry. What is this place called? I've just
Southernly, by the looks of it.
Oh, right. Yeah, there was an issue with the text, I think.
It looks like you've put the text twice.
Yeah.
Southernly?
I think it is similar to Southernly. I have to find my big fucking note.
Okay, that's fine. If you don't have it readily available, that's fine.
The Southernly.
Exactly.
Southernly.
Southland. That's fine.
Southernly.
Sure.
I think it is something to do with
South,
South.
yes.
Southern. I just can't remember exactly
Oh.
what.
Southernly.
Do we want to try and get a carriage or something to try and get to Larryx faster, or are we happy to just? hoof it?
How long will the walk take us, Luca?
Half a week.
And if we got a carriage?
half a week.
Like you kind of like don't want to know. Probably about a day.
So 3.5 days or a day? Can we afford the carriage? Is the next question.
Depends what you're doing. If I mean, obviously you can rent a carriage.
Yeah,
or buy
yeah.
a
Could we,
carriage.
if we were to rent one,
I'll
I'll drive.
Probably about 30 gold.
30 gold.
30 gold.
I can put some
Yeah.
in if we need it.
I'll
I
pitch
can
in.
pitch in on that one.
For those who are kind of more, obviously a lot of you have not been to the area. It's kind of distinctly different how the architecture and how everything kind of looks. You see that it's more building into like the forest. Like a lot of the buildings are built into the woods, or it looks like architecture-wise, it looks like the forests are included, or the hills themselves. It looks like they're trying to make their architecture joined with the forest itself.
God, hippies.
I will chip in 10 gold for the carriage.
Wait, hold on. Where are we right now? This, like, we are there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's just kind of where I assumed. Yeah. Just in case I didn't know.
What is this?
It's
No.
a giant tree.
Is it like a cliff or
This.
something? Yeah, there's like a little circle.
It appears it is a crater.
Whoa.
Okay.
Would we know it's there? Like, is it on a map?
You could see it.
Oh, we can see it. Holy shit.
Wow,
it's
that's
big.
big.
All right, I'll just say, look,
Like
let's go.
it's probably
Oh!
about 5 miles across.
Shit, that's a fucking huge crater. I'm just gonna. Zoe's just gonna pipe and just say,
Let's go get this this carriage. We can do a drive-by of the crater if we want to.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I
chipping
assume
in 10 gold for it.
I'll slap him 5.
I'll do 5. I'll match that.
I'll do 10.
Cool.
Oops. I would like to. Garrett just kind of turns like as we're kind of doing this. It's like, you know, it'd be really nice for once if we could get a job that actually pays us at the end of it.
That would be delightful.
I mean, at least with my wandering tribe, you know, we were able to pick up the odd jobs here. But like, since I fell in with you lot, I haven't been paid for a single job. It
We're
feels like-
basically the
Yeah,
same as
You did actually get paid by the mining.
I fucking didn't. I got a fucking curse.
You didn't do a job.
That's very true. I was gonna say we're kind of similar to the NHS, really. We get paid in the satisfaction of knowing what we're doing.
Garrick was actually paid at the end of everything.
I got paid once, you know, with the death of my wife.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Oh, remember, it could always be worse.
But it could also be better.
Zoe will hold Auburn's hand and just go,
Everyone I know is dead.
Well,
I look around at us and I'm like, we're dead?
I still don't know
mean-
half your names.
Garrett kind of like just hearing that, it was just like, I mean, to be fair, with Lizard Boy here, it wouldn't be all that surprising if he somehow.
Hangs out with corpses.
I'm just gonna smile. Smile innocently.
Okay.
Right, I'm climbing back onto Jeff.
On the carriage.
On the carriage on Jeff.
Amazing.
Dude, we could let Jeff drive.
Have we got a driver for this renting it, or is it us driving it?
You driving.
Someone's
Let
playing
Jeff
Pokemon.
drive.
Garrett,
Abraham
Garrett will
does not
jump
know how
up
to
the front.
drive.
I just heard a Pokemon menu sound.
Okay. So basically, the condition is they're asking you just to bring it to a town within Larix.
Yeah, cool. We'll just.
I am no good with carriages, just so we know.
Whoever's got the highest can make me a roll.
What is it?
Or if anyone's proficient in land vehicles.
I've got a
Yeah,
plus
I'll
2.
I'll do it.
If you're
Garrick.
proficient, you can make
Surely
me
it would be- Erilyn.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
just
no,
gonna
actually,
look-
wait, no. Garrick's are you a druid, aren't you?
No, I'm a barbarian,
Oh.
but I have a +5.
Oh, okay.
What's this for animal
Do you see
health?
land vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've also got a +5, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, Erilyn could help me.
Both roll.
Yeah, it's worth it. I'll help.
Okay.
Okay, so make me an advantage check. Make me an animal handling check plus a proficiency, plus an additional proficiency for land vehicle, if you are proficient.
I don't believe I am proficient in land vehicles, but I am proficient in animal handling, and I am glad with that because that's a
Nice.
20 total.
Cool. Okay.
Not fucking bad.
Thank you, Erilyn.
You don't have any major issues. Aaron and Garrick are currently in front, probably just running up front, and you're able to get to Lawrence within a day. There is no major issues at this stage. It's in quite a quiet, peaceful land.
Did we drive past the crater?
You do.
What does it look like?
The crater.
So,
A crater. Empty.
So he sits back and
inside-
he goes,
Just as I expected.
You see the
Crater.
octopus hanging out in the bottom.
Empty is the correct definition. It is remarkably empty to a stage where it's not even jagged or anything within. There is completely smooth all the way to the bottom.
That feels like quarry.
But
I mean, looking down there, is there even
Yeah.
like any tunnels or anything like little entryways
give me a perception.
or scaffolding or like any kind of
just anything that's not naturally in a crater, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got it. Too busy focusing on the driving down the carriage. That's what it is.
I got a nat 20 on mine.
Fucking hell.
So Auburn has seen that there are exactly 462 people in there, one of which has an eye patch.
Carrying a
Owen.
cane with a slight limp.
Looking at this crater, the first distinctive thing you notice, and you're not getting it was in it, so just catching this, you notice that it's not a scenario that it's been smoothed out from mining. It looks like a spherical kind of crater, like it literally looks like a semicircle's been cut out of the ground, and the rock itself is shiny, very smooth, all the way
So
down.
shiny. Sorry.
It looks like it's been somewhat melted. Like, it looks like
I think Oberon's seeing this immediately, being specifically using fire and acid magic. He's going to be like, that's probably been done by magic.
I do an
you
Arcana check on
notice, but it was hard to check. But you do notice that at the bottom and at the perfect bottom, which is obviously 2.5 miles in, it was very hard to see.
Yeah.
It seems like the actual exact middle seems to have a kind of, it seems to kind of cut off the spherical in a way, like whereas you'd expect it to kind of continuously go in this sphere, it looks like it's more of a rectangle, like a kind of a flat square in the middle.
It's almost like there's a place to stand in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So none of us would have seen this, it would have only been Auburn.
Yes.
I'm going to lean, I'm going to go,
Auburn, what do your elf eyes see?
God damn it. I see an annoying goblin leaning on me.
Fuck off, Garrett, get out of here.
No, there seems to be some sort of rectangular platform in the middle.
Oh,
I can only just about make it out.
I feel
Oh,
like this
okay.
is a place for us to definitely come back to.
can we like,
It definitely
is it-
feels like it's been made by someone.
I mean, we're definitely going to see Papa Erlen first, right?
Yes. This
Okay,
is
we'll do
where
that.
we will come
Yeah.
back to.
Okay, I like
This
that.
is a landmark. I definitely want to do some more poking and prodding.
Quest log updated.
That's-
Investigate crater.
Da-da-da-da.
Ba-dum.
oh my real question
Yeah,
here
getting
is,
to Larynx.
why does no one care about this gigantic crater?
It's
Who
probably,
says they don't? We didn't ask them about the crater.
But no one
mean-
seems to give a shit.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll ask Carolyn
How-
how long it's been here.
Erlen!
Luca, give me information now.
Do it!
Okay. Roll me a history check.
Oh,
And this is just James. Roll me a history check.
yeah, I got it.
Oh boy, it's an 18.
Oh boy.
You don't know the exact details of it, but you know
Oh.
that this is been here from before your father's, before your grandfather's, before even your great grandfather's time.
Long ass
Um,
time.
So old AF.
You know that it is warned not to go in there. Simply one, because they look like they're terrified of anyone just falling in the hole, and it's a fairly deep hole.
Is it
How-
sheer drops
Yeah,
off the
like
sides?
how could you slide down it?
You could slide down it. It's
Okay.
smooth rock to the bottom. It's more like, as I said, it's like a semicircle's been cut out the thing, so it looks like you could probably just slide down it like a big fucking skate ramp or whatever.
But obviously,
We're
like
gonna
getting
need
out
lots
then
of
would be
rope.
quite hard.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't know if any of you have ever stood inside of a bowl at a skate park. It's hard to
you're
get
kind
out.
of having to
Yeah,
run
it
from
is.
one side to the other. Yada yada.
Yeah, we
Okay,
need some
cool.
climbing gear.
Nice.
So
Who needs climbing gear? I've got a Jeff.
Whoa.
Jeff!
what you do know is,
Just
as a landmark, this was caused by something to do with the the Poltanian War from the thousands of years ago. This is the furthest south that they made it.
That does not feel good.
Yeah, you mean I'm seeing this hole, and it's definitely one of those saints has done this, right? Like, I'm saying this to the group. Like, yeah, you know.
Zoe just nods knowingly.
it's got some bad muju.
It's got some
Exactly.
bad voodoo.
It's bad,
Bad mood juice.
Bad muju.
Just
So
radiating
Is,
nastiness.
is Polchania basically like the Nazis then?
Fucking-
I mean, that is definitely your opinion. If you decide, yes.
Okay.
You decide.
I mean, I'm deciding that they're the Nazis in my mind.
Does
I'm
Zoids
imagining
know
them more
what
like-
Nazis are?
I'm imagining them more as the
Um,
Crusaders, personally.
He has a basic concept of the Socialist Party and what it should be, and that is not what is going on in Polchania.
Oh, fucking Zoe spent way too much time around Bonzo.
Bonzo and Zoys used to sit back in a club, just, you know, hitting a bong,
What
Just
did Bonzo have a
pondering
surname?
ethics. It was like Pipple Skonkadon
No.
or something, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, no, you didn't.
Oh yeah,
It was like-
to Pip and Paddleopsicopoulos the third.
exactly,
Yeah, it's
the-
like
the Pip
49
Lop-
syllables.
Lopsicus the Third Manifesto. That's
Oh, yes. I've still got it tucked away in my robe. I touch it fondly every now and then, thinking of how I could have strangled the life out of Ponzi.
fucking hell.
Wow.
Well, we never got on.
He was your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I adopted you.
Exactly.
You got on for about 45 minutes where he adopted you,
You got on
And he
like a
died.
father
and then
son.
immediately the rebellious phase started.
Like, God, it's so good to have a dad. God, I
Fuck
hate my
you.
dad.
I hate your dad.
Man, what's
Okay.
that?
Zoe suffers from what is known as fatherless behavior.
So, as you continue your travels, at this stage, it's probably been about a month, I think. Yeah. Probably about 3 weeks, more accurately, from when you started traveling. And,
How many fucking... Hang on, I need to just quickly work out how many things of these I need to make.
What are we making?
There's a thing I can do every long rest.
Oh.
You say it's 3 weeks. How many days is that? 21? Cool, I can make a maximum of 20, and I have less than that anyway, so I'm just going to make them all.
Nice.
the potions, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is about to cause me some pain.
Well, I have 5 potions of transformation right now.
Wow.
So, you made it to Laren, and probably take you a couple of hours, but you can get to where are you going exactly? You're going to Erin's parents' place immediately.
Well, dropping
Yeah.
off the cart first at the designated locale.
It would
Yeah,
be
it's a hire
quite
vehicle.
close to James's place. There is a village close-ish to where he lives.
Just wherever we can dump off the car that's close to Erin.
Okay. So, I just want to make sure you are going to the Erin's parents. So, you drop off the cart, they accept it gracefully, and you make your way to Erin's house. And after a while, you see this large tree. It seems to be kind of warped in a way, not in anything negative, it's just like the branches seem to kind of expand out to platform and such. And Erin, you recognise that as home?
We're here.
That's it. We can now leave.
Done,
mean-
done. Right, see you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Right.
What does it look like?
Okay. Imagine a. It's basically a tree house.
Pretty nice actually. Then,
Yeah. So there's
are we talking like a glamping one or like the one from The Simpsons?
There's a door on the actual stump of the tree.
Oh, so more like what
Like a Smurf house in a tree.
yeah, like
Kinda.
what thing he lives in
Like,
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Yes, very similar.
Owl,
But
isn't it? Owl lives in the tree.
But it goes all the way up. And
Damn.
That's so kind of cool actually.
It's,
Is it
it's
like
nondescript though? Unless you were looking for it, it's not that easy to find.
is it like
You have to know it's
a
there.
big tree, like a redwood, or is it like an oak tree that's just a bit bigger than normal? Because I'm imagining like quite a large tree.
Yeah, think of it looking like an oak, but really big.
Just a fat ass oak.
Size of a redwood, but with the texture of an oak.
Yes. Yes.
Nice. I
I'm
like
trying to be a tree, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the squirrels.
Yeah, actually, the scale barbarian rages was not included.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's a fat ass tree.
Oh my god, that's what you meant. I wanted
God, oh that broke me. Oh, that absolutely broke me.
I imagine this looks somewhat similar to where I come from, but less like colourful, right?
Oh, dear.
Well, as in the tree looks less colourful?
Well, just
or-
like the place in general, if it's foresty.
Yeah.
I'm,
Well,
I'm
yours is a
imagining
bit
where I come
weird,
from
but
looks
yeah.
fucking just weird, right? It'll be like there'll be bizarre colours and such,
Yes, but I imagine a kind of predominantly kind of dark.
but the sort of
white
vibe
kind
I'd
of,
imagine looks
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, imagine it's kind of it's strange to look at for Auburn.
I think
because-
Auburn's sort of wincing a little bit looking at this place.
Okay, can I also ask, is there anything strange about it?
No, looks exactly like home.
Fuck yes!
And then you
Yeah,
just
should we go in? Jeff needs water.
Routine.
Ah,
I just hear Jeff needs watering.
Yeah. I need the water, Jeff.
It's a
Can we go
bath.
in, please? He's a bath. He's dirty.
Do you really want to bring a zombie into your house?
I prefer if he was.
I've started walking up with
Can we
Jeff.
tie him
We're
up
going to knock on the
outside?
door.
Yeah,
We've
no, I was
knocked on the
gonna-
door.
Jeff, no, you've not knocked on the door, and I am definitely.
We've knocked on the door.
No, I'm definitely go first. Definitely not.
I'm just gonna like pull. It's always on.
I'm
Jeff?
still riding Jeff. Any
I'm
chance
just
I
gonna
get, I'm
grab
riding him.
Jeff by the collar and just like stop him.
Can't
Jeff,
imagine
I don't
Jeff
think
is.
Jeff would have a collar.
Is Jeff wearing
He
clothes?
just like grabs him by the back of the neck and it just flakes away.
I'm just gonna put my
You
hand
pull
on
like a
Jeff's
chump.
shoulder.
Oh shit!
Okay, I'm gonna just like I'm gonna do. Garrick wouldn't know how to stop it. He's just gonna put his hand up there to try and pull the zombie
Yeah,
back.
I think Ulrun would call out. Zoe's perhaps it's best to let Erlin go first.
Oh, okay then. But I do need a water, Jeff.
I'll just like pull out my water skin and pour water on him.
Jeff
Still on it.
groans happily.
Yeah, he said that with him. Yeah, but Zoe, isn't Zoe still on Jeff?
He starts,
Yeah.
he starts purring.
I hate it. I hate it.
I just pat Jeff. I'm like, there's a good Jeff.
Well done.
I suppose he
Thank
is a
you,
lizard.
Mr. Over, sir.
I feel sorry for this lizard at this stage. Can you imagine, like,
Do you think
you
he's
were an
trapped in
honourable
there?
fighter.
Do you think his spirit's trapped in there?
I hope so.
Really regretting fighting us now.
Yeah, I like this. He's like an honourable fighter. He's lived his entire life.
Abraham is utterly torn for life.
Oh man, he's built up for this moment, and now he is literally a horse for a small goblin that is clinically insane.
Need to get some horse armor.
Oh, that's a good idea. Especially a saddle and some specially sculpted
Can
armor.
I go into my
Yeah, well, I like to think this is the conversation that's happening off to the side as you're walking up to the door.
This is how they've distracted me.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock on the door and just open it because obviously my home.
Erlen?
Oh my
Speak your
god, you're
voice.
okay. Who was that reply?
You would hear your stepmother.
That's what's up. I'm just gonna run over and give her a big hug.
Erlen, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Honestly, neither was I, but kind of things went wrong. Oh, by the way, I have my whole party with me and they're just outside. So, please.
I like to imagine we're just crowding around the door, just waiting to be invited in like vampires.
Honestly, I don't know if there's going to be enough room for everyone. It might be easier to have a conversation outside.
Okay. I'll come down. Your father's not home at the moment, but
Oh, where is he?
he's currently out hunting some game, so we'll just get dinner for tonight.
Oh, no doubt he'll be home soon. Right.
So yeah, she will come outside. I mean, if you want to describe her, James.
No. No, I don't. I'm trying to remember where all the stuff. Okay, so she is a human.
Oh.
My stepmom is a human. She is kind of. She's not in any kind of like regal outfit or anything. It's very just commoner kind of clothing. But she kept it nice. She's got quite short blonde hair.
How old is Erlen?
Why do you do this to me? So Evelyn looks around like 20.
Oh, her stepmom is younger than her.
Don't ask too much about elf years. Things change.
Yeah, this is the thing I was wondering about. I was like, it's a bit weird, but either like it's elves, so I'm not really sure it matters.
Did I
It-
say
it doesn't-
that her mum's
Well,
younger than her?
the stepmom is a human, and elves live like how long?
Oh, right. I get what you're saying. I
Yeah.
thought you were saying like physically, and I was like,
No. Purely on a basis of actual age.
No, she looks like into like her late 40s.
Okay.
She's just standard build. She's very nondescript, and not very exciting. But you can see that she's got very.
Average.
Sorry.
Just saying that she doesn't look like anything exciting. She's your stepmom.
She hasn't got in it. Well, okay.
Okay. Zois, we're not going to say she's a MILF.
Oh, damn.
God damn it!
So he's just rubbing his hands together, ready for this moment.
I roll for Willis.
You find only MILFs.
So, yeah, just short blonde hair, about. I'm probably the same height as her. Yeah, that's basically it, really. She's not that exciting. But you can tell she's got quite a lot of potions and remedies just around her. Like, just got like a belt with them kind of attached to her.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
So
Bram.
this is, and I just go through the list of everyone, and then I just get to Zoy's and go, and this is Jeff. He's new.
Just like egg Jeff, I go,
Jeff, shake her hand.
She very cautiously takes the finger.
it just falls off.
To be fair, I don't imagine her to be that worried about it.
Literally takes the finger.
I go, oh,
I can have that back, please.
I can imagine she's more like, oh, sweetheart, I could probably fix that for you if you'd like.
Don't touch him.
Okay. But yeah, mainly I just wanted to get back to make sure you're okay. The problem is some stuff went down. I probably want to explain everything when Dad's here because it's vitally important for what he is in.
Okay. Well, as I said, he's on the hunt. He's going to be back in probably about an hour at most. Should I make a meal for everyone? I've got something cooking already, but nothing major.
You guys hungry?
Always.
Yeah, I just like give a little nod.
Hmm.
Even you,
So,
Garrick?
What was the question?
You hungry, fam?
In it.
Gary just kind of looks down, and you just kind of hear a. Yes,
Sorry,
please.
yes,
It's a large
yes,
He's gassy.
Out of curiosity, as we've walked through this place, do I get any weird look from the normal elves?
That's a good question.
Wait, what kind of elf are you, James?
Wood elf.
And what kind of elf are you?
I'm an
Aubrey?
Eladrin.
What's the difference?
I come from the Feywild.
Spelling.
Ah,
Spelling.
amazing.
I'm also orange.
I'd say you wouldn't like you get looks, but it's not as though like they think it's strange. It's just they're interested in they're quite interested. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, a lot of them are fairly you see a lot of you've seen a lot of wood elves around the area. Like this is like,
Yeah, just imagine it. Oberon's never really been in a place with this many elves.
no, even Huda or the Danao has been not just wood elves, not just elves. Like you've seen elves in the area, but it's been kind of a mix of. There are some humans, but primarily halflings and elves. This down here is literally just been elf upon elf upon elf.
And just also to specify, we are a little bit out of the village. So we're not quite in the village, we're just a little bit out of it.
So, with
I'll also help you.
awesome. If you can get some herbs for the garden, I can get. I can make some more for the soup.
Okay. And I'm just gonna open up this door that's kind of next to the front door. There's just there's a table and chairs in there, and I'm like, you guys are welcome to grab yourself a chair if you'd like.
It's also, correct me if I'm wrong, James, but I barely remember our discussions. Every time you seem to go into a room in this house, you notice that it seems to be a bit bigger on the inside than the out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, weirdly so.
TARDIS-y, yes.
I imagine Oberon doesn't even notice that.
No.
Like, that's just normal.
I think there was another thing that I'm not sure if we fully
Maybe I fit
discussed,
inside.
Like, sometimes the
Yes.
rooms will move. Can't remember if we discussed this.
Yes, we did.
Yes, so the rooms will move sometimes. So one door may not actually lead to the correct door.
One more thing, sorry. Have we had a long rest since we encountered those dudes on the boat?
We would have done, wouldn't we? It took us a day to get here. From when we
Just think
stopped.
about this. Yes, you would have had a long rest on the boat afterwards.
So I used stuff. I just do that. Cool.
I was gonna make sure as well.
Cool.
I probably didn't use anything, but
If
Oh.
everyone's remembers the market, you've all had a long rest by this stage. Just didn't you have your third level spell?
Yay.
Obviously, you're dealing with something.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still ticked off on my thing.
Of course, I just want to make sure.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I when it do a long rest, I just untick it and tick it back again.
Okay, there is something I'd like to do. There's a reason why I said that I would go and help her while the
Yeah,
at the
sure.
time. When I bring things back in, I'd like to place the herbs on the sides and start chopping for her. And I'm just gonna go, hey, I know this is out of nowhere, and it might be a little touchy subject, but has Dad ever told you about my mother?
She kind of, she's probably working. And you can see that she's making kind of a white soup from what you can gather. Seems to be very, doesn't seem to be any meat in regard. It seems to be quite a vegetarian kind of soup.
Yep.
She kind of stops for a second and seems to ponder to herself. Sometimes make a comment or her something like, oh. And she's never really given me an in-depth discussion about her. I just know that she left, just after you were born, probably, I think, when you're about 5-ish, so 75 years ago.
Okay. Thank you. Just something's been bothering me, and I might need to ask Dad, but just in case you knew anything first, I thought I'd ask, but... Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Of course. And I hope everything's okay.
I hope so, too. And I'm just gonna grab some of the stuff and start taking stuff out to the guys outside.
Yeah, I'd say after about half an hour, she brings out a soup, which is a kind of a white, very creamy kind of soup. Slightly salty, but very, very tasty. Quite light as well.
I'm also going to quickly just go over to Zoy's and go, I don't want to be rude, but what does he eat? And point to Jeff.
Well, Jeff kind of just, he'll eat anything. He'll probably have leftovers.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
kind of like a gigantic bin, really.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Okay. Just...
As a precaution, I'm just going to tie Jeff to like the nearest object that is quite heavy, just so he doesn't wander off.
Abraham is not
Yep.
an object.
Do not objectify Abraham.
Okay. It's just really strange to have like a genuinely normal thing happen in this campaign. When are you?
What,
fucking
us sitting down for dinner?
Yeah. When are you fucking it, Luca? When my dad
Excuse me,
doesn't
well,
return.
I do nice things.
When my dad doesn't turn home. Okay.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I did.
I'm a little worried now.
Okay, so are you
Moving
guys
swiftly
doing
on.
Sorry,
anything?
James, could you just turn yourself up a tad?
Oh,
Just
is
a
that
little-
any better?
Just a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so from what I can gather with the new settings that I've set, if I'm even ever so slightly out of facing it directly, I it just cannot pick me up.
Well, if you change the mode on the microphone, it should change that. But I'm just looking at the audio levels. I've got you at 200%.
How about now?
Everyone's hitting yellow except you.
Yeah, you're
How's
very
this?
quiet, James.
Any worse or better?
It's a little better.
It's a little better.
It'll do for now, though.
How about this?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Okay, cool. I will quickly sort out something though. But yes.
Okay, so
While all this is going on, Aubrey will probably not partake and
Okay.
will be somewhere else nearby, just like looking out for nasties.
So you're not
Cool.
you're not gonna eat the food.
No, I think this is all a bit too close to home for Aubrey right now.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's quite
I
sad.
think
Thanks,
roll
Dylan,
me
for your
a perception check if you could, Oberon.
It's all right, man.
quite sad.
Where's my bloody character sheet? Right, I have a million tabs open.
Nice.
I got 14. Yes.
14? Okay. So, as you guys are eating your soup, and I
I'm just going to
imagine
quickly
kind of
run to the loo.
chatting, the stepmom was going to basically just be trying to chat to you guys, find out what you been doing during your adventures. Are you guys? What are you guys saying?
Do we tell her everything, or do we not tell her anything?
Well, Abraham's going to talk about his time in the mountains and the village.
I would like to just make just a thing, and I'll just say it to everyone. We will be discussing everything, but when my father gets home. Just keep it a little bit lighter.
We can all explain our backstories to James's stepmom then. Sorry, Erilyn's stepmom.
I
We
just
can all explain our
I-
backstories to each other. I don't think we've even done that
That's
yet.
kind of what I was hinting at.
I kind of turn around and was like, so what was Erilyn like as a kid?
Well, I've known her for a while, and I primarily knew her in her teenage years. And very dorky. She would try getting her hands on every book she could to stage up. We caught her trying to sneak into multiple libraries around the area.
What a nerd!
Trying. I got him multiple times, thank you.
Yes, we had to go return the books after. She took after her father in the regards. She liked hunting as well. But usually been quite a quiet kid, to be honest.
Oh, how
Karen
things
just
have
kind of nods,
changed.
like taking it in. So what led you to leaving all this behind in Erilyn?
Yeah, good chat.
Sorry, I did. What did you say?
So what led you to leave all this behind, Erilyn?
Gee,
So like maybe I can't remember how long ago it was now when we just got off the ship and you were all kind of shocked, and I said that I left to leave to try and find my mother.
Hmm.
She just stares at you. You know how that bit of information I already told you.
Is it just me, or is James going really loud and quiet?
Yeah, you are
You
kind of fluctuating a little
Yeah,
bit.
there's a bit of
He's
Oh.
just super quiet for me.
Oh, for the love of God! How about that now?
You can literally tell
That's-
when he moves.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
What if I go? Wah?
Yeah. You have to remain perfectly still.
All things should
Wonder what happens if I do this. Does how does that sound?
Like you're underwater almost.
That's where I am.
Jesus Christ. It's kind of scary.
Is this increasing the gain or lowering it?
That
Oh,
is
that is
increasing,
increasing.
I'm pretty sure.
absolute AIDS.
How about that now?
Speak again.
Hello.
Nope. That's quiet.
Okay. Let's keep going. Let's
Oh,
keep going. Let's keep going.
Too much. You were fine. Just a step back.
How about now?
A little bit left.
Oh, nearly there.
Hello.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Just right.
Perfect setting.
It's the
Oh, God.
Goldilocks setting.
The Goldilocks setting.
I think the problem is James is quite soft spoken, but when he's loud, he's really fucking loud.
Yeah, it just peaks like fuck.
That's me. Yes, that's actually very, very true.
Just speak in a gentle talk all the time.
Monotone.
Yeah.
Show no emotion, James.
Oh no, my mother has left. I feel really distraught. Why? Why?
Mate, we'll get James a TTS voice.
I know just on Discord it's got the on any text channel so that you can like basically say it to speak and then drop down. Which I don't know if it's always been there. If you click on the three dots.
I'm getting a little
What?
distracted here.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I don't even know what Luke is on about here, but
I think Luke is on about is new.
if it's text in voice channels, yes.
So after about well you having conversation, actually. Sorry, I don't want to skip it in. Oh, did you say was there anything extra in there?
Yeah, after Erilyn kind of says that, I just kind of look around. Auburn's outside, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I've gone off somewhere and I'm hanging out either in a tree or behind a bush or something.
So Abraham, what about you? How did you end up in the shitter, as it were?
Shake. Milkshake.
Yeah, yeah.
You asked a question.
I didn't hear the question.
Like, is there something wrong with my mic, or am I just being ignored? There's two people.
Milkshake's just terrible at listening to questions.
What?
Abraham,
Yeah?
how did you end up in this shit, so to speak?
Well, it all started.
I
When I-
don't need it from when your parents met each other. Like,
When a
Just-
mummy and a daddy love each other very
I
much.
don't know my parents.
We've already had
Aw.
that conversation too.
Well, I got into this mess when a group of cultists attacked my town and slaughtered everyone I've known and ever met.
just kind of put her hand on your shoulder. That's rough, buddy.
But Lord Arridge saved my life once.
Excuse me.
I was given a choice. I could either go to the afterlife or come back.
Hey,
And
God
if it wasn't for
intervened.
Erlin,
Evelyn.
The soup went down the wrong hole.
no, what just happened then? And if it wasn't for Erlin and Auburn, I wouldn't still be here today. So yeah, you could say this has been somewhat traumatic and enlightening in multiple ways. But yeah, that's the gist of how I've got here.
I just turn at the goblin and I'm like, there's just a moment where you can see Garrick pondering whether to ask it or not.
So anyway, there I was.
So there I was eating this corpse.
I'll be honest. I'll just go.
Well, yeah, I was only a little goblinette, a little baby goblin, and I was a kid, and my clan got raided by some orcs, and our elder told me to run away, so I did. I ran. He gave me a book, and I ran. And in that book was all of the spells that I know today.
Why just you?
Destined for something great. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway, I lived in a cave for a while. Then some dwarves kicked me out. They liked the diamonds in the walls or something like that. And I wandered for a while. I met this giant. He's a Goliath. His name was Yubar. I sat with him at a fire once. We had a drink. It was pretty cool. He told me about you guys. And then I kind of found you guys. End scene.
You are character.
Oh,
You
Wait, you guys.
when you hear you, but you just see Abraham just go white. I mean,
Yeah.
whiter than he normally is.
He said that you guys loved him. You were all really good friends, and nothing ever bad happened. Not the
Oh.
brightest. Not the brightest fellow, though. So.
Abraham stands up and says, "I'm going to go for a walk," and walks away into the distance for a bit.
Abraham, are you okay? Okay. Hi.
Oh, when you see Abraham come out there at the building.
He must really miss Yuba.
Sure.
As I walk out the house as well, I just like nod to Auberon and just say, "Auberon, good luck," and disappear. I just go out for a walk.
Just watch him go, like, what?
I'd say by the stage, Abraham, you've left the house. And Oberon as well, you see this. You see an individual coming from the woods. Seems to be an elf, kind of brownish hair, I believe.
Daddy!
With a large leather coat on.
Oh, thank God you're okay. I'm just gonna quickly run over.
You haven't seen him yet.
Oh, no, for not.
No, you're still inside.
I'm still inside. Sorry.
But yeah, Oberon and Abraham, you see this. And you don't see you. Actually, Abraham, you're particularly. Sorry, not Abraham. Oberon, are you particularly stealthing?
Yeah,
Starts
I'm
a
trying
fight
to hide
outside
in a
the
tree
house.
or a bush. I'd probably like have climbed up a tree and be sitting, trying to hide in one of those.
All right, just roll me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Not obviously, just kind of seeing how well you can.
19.
19?
Hmm.
So what is fucking...
Passive perception 20. Fuck. Those elf eyes.
I am literally just like blazing in the tree.
Yeah. I think he does see you.
Jesus Christ.
He's a ranger, man. His passive is quite high. He does. You see him kind of walk up to the house. He's got a long bow kind of like over his shoulder, and you see him kind of notice Abraham, and takes him like he looks at the robes and takes it takes a moment and kind of like grips the bottom of his bow, and he looks up and sees you kind of hiding in the tree. I know you're lazily doing so. And it's like he kind of takes the bow off his shoulder. Hello.
Good evening.
May I ask why you're outside my house?
Oh, well, Evelyn's come home to check on you guys, so we're just her friends and that. Come with her from a good distance away to come see and make sure you're all okay and that. I'm just gonna go for a walk.
Panic. The absolute panic.
Just wait there, just 1 second. Just Erilyn? He like calls out.
Dad?
Dad? Dad?
Amazing.
You see him kind of do a sign of relief and put back the bow on his shoulder.
So he did what?
Put the bow away.
Yeah,
Oh.
put the bow away.
See me
The bow,
dash
not the
towards
boa.
him. The boa constrictor that he has just around his neck. Just runs up to him. Yeah, I just run out and give him a big hug.
Erilyn.
As everyone kind of runs out, Garrick's like going to come to the door as well, just like poke his head out and just like kind of drinking whatever. It's just like, well, this is surprisingly wholesome. Whatever will come along to ruin this moment? Just
I hate
quietly
you.
to himself.
I hate you.
It's just quietly
hate
to
you.
himself.
I can do wholesome moment, guys.
But for how
I
long?
think when Oberon sees this, he's just like he sort of looks away, just smiles to himself, and continues looking out over yonder.
I imagine Oberon's probably
Aw.
the only one that heard me say that.
Well,
Uh,
I
This
see
is
that you
lovely.
brought home some friends. I hope they're friends. He kind of like gives Oberon a weird look. It's like, but it's a pleasure to see you.
oh, yeah, I have so much to talk about. Not all of it good.
Most of it
it's not
bad.
good. Most of it bad. No, it's all bad. It's all bad. But I thought I should come
I
here.
assume this is relating to the letter you received before.
Yes, entirely down to that. A lot of stuff has happened. Yeah, let's get you inside. Let's sit you down with a cup of tea, and then we'll talk.
Oh, your tiny mind.
Tell you the horrors of the world.
You do notice, James, that he does seem to have like 3 rabbits on his back. He's just got it like tied with a rope around their feet.
Oh, pretty successful this afternoon then.
Indeed. I found a new meadow a bit to the east. Just kind of gave it a look around, but he flooded with them.
Perfect. You have to show me sometime.
Well, let's go upstairs. Get to the living room.
As they start heading in, can I jump down and just, Erilyn, can I just have a quick word?
Yeah, sure. I'll catch you inside, Dad.
And I'll like.
Is it about what's wrong with this moment? As I say that, as the two of them walk away.
I'm just gonna pull her away and be like, when you tell them the story, there are certain parts you should omit. Just of course you know this, but do not bring up what we found under the Capitol.
No.
Absolutely not. Make sure no one utters a word.
Should we? And I'm just looking around to see if I can see Zoi's.
I feel like if we don't bring it up in front of Zoi's, he will just forget it happened.
Was Zoe's even there?
Yes.
Oh,
it was
Zoi's was, but Dylan wasn't.
Yeah.
Do we ask Abraham to take Zoi's for a bit?
I think Abraham's
Or
gone,
walk.
hasn't he?
After I've just made Abraham leave for a walk,
I feel
by
like just
remembering Yuba.
keep Zoe's talking about Jeff and you'll be fine.
Okay. So don't mention anything underneath there.
And I think he'd just go but, and his expression will just go grave, and like, if they find out about the vault, they will be in extreme danger.
Yeah, I understand that. Also, I don't really want to bring up that I killed someone.
You return inside
Yeah.
to see that Zoids is expressing all about the story of you shooting that fucking town crier.
By the way, Abraham has actually gone for his walk. He's going for a walk.
Yeah, we gathered.
Yes. Just making sure that the dad didn't drag him back inside.
He is gone.
Out of curiosity, how far do you think you're going, Abraham?
I'm not.
7 miles.
No. I'm gonna go like
In
half
a
a
loop.
mile, half a mile. Like do like a half-mile trek, and come back.
Okay.
So about
was
an
that?
hour's walk ish. No, sorry.
No.
Half an hour.
Yeah, like half an hour.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go
Enough
back
of
to
the-
my.
it's one of them. It's enough for the subject to change and be forgotten about, and then get back.
So, you guys go upstairs, and is everyone going upstairs? Obviously, aside from Abraham.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go back to my perch.
Yeah,
I'll go
I'll
up with them.
bring Jeff upstairs as well.
Maybe leave Jeff downstairs.
I will bring Jeff upstairs as well.
Maybe leave Jeff downstairs.
bring Jeff upstairs
He's
as well.
already starting to rot and leave bits
Yeah, I don't want
behind.
to. Like, what if I forget about him and he just completely rots? This would be
And all for the better.
I will. I'll tell you what. I'll leave Jeff outside, and I'll give him a command to if there's anything spooky, to make a lot of noise. Jeff's on guard mode.
Oh my god.
Why do you make me roll?
I really hope something spooky happens and we get to hear a zombie try and make lots of noise.
No, I like
Well,
to think
how
it's the-
smart is the zombie? How
what do you
you,
think
what,
I'm
rolling?
what's it
Yeah,
gonna,
what's
what's it gonna
spooky?
recognize as spooky?
You can follow basic commands, so I'd like to imagine that it knows something slightly spooky. But
It
I
just
don't know.
hears Auburn above it.
I'd say it's more of an advanced command.
All right, I'll do. If anyone approaches that it doesn't recognize, because it would recognize everyone that we've been with already, right?
Sure.
Because then it wouldn't matter if Abraham comes back.
Sure, let me just do a roll, just to... Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
Yeah.
don't know.
I say it and I just hope.
Okay.
Why do I feel like this is very much Rocket trying to explain to Baby Groot?
Yeah.
Gotta push this button. Oh.
Okay. Alright. No!
Okay, so you all go upstairs, and you see that he kind of puts the rabbits in the pantry, and hangs them up, and he takes a seat on a chair, kind of in this living room. You see this like kind of old, like leather recliner. It's not really a recliner. They just have an old leather chair, and
Very fancy chair.
he kind of like motions for whomever's upstairs, and who is upstairs at the moment. I know Auburn isn't. I know Abraham isn't.
I'll
Aaron
be
and
upstairs. Yeah.
myself.
I'm
Okay, so
upstairs.
Aaron and Garrick and Joyce.
Yarp.
Are you doing anything else just to confirm, Auburn? I know Abraham, you're intended to go for a walk.
I'm just keeping an eye out for bad stuff.
Okay. So he goes, all right. Let's talk. So I know that I didn't really get to chance to see the letter properly, but I know that you were summoned to Colchania at one stage. I didn't get over much else. So what happened?
Okay, shall we actually talk through this, or?
Well,
Do
if you
to-
want, we can just do basically. You tell me what you don't want to talk about in this whole topic.
Don't want to talk about anything that we discovered down on below.
Okay.
Don't want to bring up the fact that I killed someone, because I'm ashamed of that.
Yeah.
I want to let them know how much danger they're in, bearing in mind they already know where they live.
I thought
Um,
we established that the Templars didn't. It was. Oh no, the letter came from them, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I thought it was to the council, no?
It was to the Council of.
Oh yeah, it was to the council, but
I'd say they're still in danger. Like I wouldn't.
Oh
play it
yeah, no,
safe.
I'm not saying they're not in danger, but like
Yeah.
they don't necessarily know where they live.
Yeah, maybe like be brief with it and just be warning, I suppose. Like they
Yeah.
might know something about where
Yeah.
you live.
Obviously I know you have enchantments to keep yourself safe here, but we've seen their power firsthand, and it's a lot more scary than I think any one of us were expecting.
They were pretty powerful.
Even in their when we were trying to rescue Oberon from their hands, they demonstrated a level of power that was beyond comprehension.
Yeah, mildly terrifying.
It felt like one minute we were able to. The fight was going our way, and then the next thing, the tides just completely flipped. And not only, well, we may have been outnumbered to start with, but those numbers weren't anything to worry about in terms of their strength. But then their strength became unimaginable.
Strength became strong.
Okay. And are you, because the major matter of contention between you and the shepherd? I just wanted to see, are you guys going to? What are you telling them for a reason of you to, of they want to attack you guys? Are you going to mention anything in particular, or are you just going to say that you guys got attacked?
I don't
I,
think my
Keep
dad
it
would.
brief.
My dad wouldn't believe that they would attack just willy nilly.
Which is why I was asking. I had
Yeah,
assumed that.
my dad would not believe me just brushing it off.
I kind of say that I was.
think
I,
I've
I
I
feel
met
like your
this,
dad
this
knows
lot.
you well.
I've got to be as honest as possible with withholding some information.
Gary just
So-
kind of picks up and goes, I met these guys. I was working security for the Miners Guild, but I had no idea who the contractor was. And I found these guys down in a mine, and after a bit of a scuffle in the mines, we pretty much cleared them out, and it was a job done. But when we came up to the surface, I was held against my will in a contract I no longer wished to be under, and these guys ended up, well, one, as I said, Auburn, we had to break out, and they got their clutches on him, and all that had happened was we'd gone down a mine to clear out the dangers that lurked there so the miners could carry on with what they had to do.
Okay, everyone's gonna just kind of look at you and kind of go, I think I need to explain a little bit more than that. Because I think I'm gonna just say to Dad, I think I'm gonna go, look, Dad, you and I know each other very well. I can't lie to you. And you know when I'm lying to you, basically. I'm going to have to, for your own safety, withhold certain information, but I will tell you the basic gist. We discovered something that they're doing that's bad, and they don't like that. That is all I'm going to say.
If you knew this information, it could very well make you a danger in their eyes.
You see him kind of take a breath in. Good, it seems to ponder for a second. Well, it's not comforting to hear, but I understand. Do you think the council should know about this?
You know, that I will probably discuss with the party. I have, I look around and Oberon's not there. I was like, I have someone in this group who's very good keeping secrets and basically sorting big things out. and so I think I should probably discuss with him first.
Okay.
But it was a good suggestion.
If until this decision, and I presume if they contacted me about anything, you would want me to keep quiet, or
I don't. Well, bearing in mind I actually haven't told you anything,
of course.
which is really helpful.
Yeah.
You will have no information. However, I also don't want you to lie, because they will have methods of getting it out of you. That
Oh, I'm more being
maybe-
contacted by the council. I
by the
imagine the Templars, or these individuals you have mentioned.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't thought
It
about
would
that.
it would take them some time to even find me. I imagine. They only knew about they only found out about you, and barely found out about you by basically contacting the Council of Elders, and they knew about me just in general.
You know, what would probably be best is you are a very good judge of character and a very good hunter and protector. Just keep your ear down to the ground. I know you'll make the right decision. I will obviously discuss with my friend and let you know.
We just want to make sure no more wanted posters crop up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, everyone's gonna go, okay, guys, do you mind leaving my dad and I alone for a bit? I just want to discuss some personal matters.
Well, I had one more question before we left.
Yeah, of course.
We seem to have come across or heard of a certain individual on the seas.
I'm going to stop you right there. That is the question that I'm going to ask. Let me ask it on my own.
Zoys will just nod and leave.
Garrett kind of looks at her and is like, "Are you sure you don't want any of us here?"
Yeah, 100%.
Garrett just kind of
Especially, no offense, but the guy that I barely know and the goblin.
Zoys go,
I fucking heard that.
You've been a good friend, Zois, but you're not always the greatest judge of character.
Point taken.
Bring Jeff up for moral support.
Maybe the final thing to mention on their previous subject is these people did our other compatriot Orbron. They
Okay, I'm gonna be very careful again. Maybe leave certain details out. It's not important. It's not your story to tell.
I'm gonna say at this stage, by the way, Aubrey, I'd say you see Abraham getting back from his walk, and you see Jeff, who's been standing outside, look at Abraham, try to squint like somehow. They go, and you start hearing go.
Just facepalm. Laugh.
Zoys hears this, right? Do I hear this or not?
Yeah.
I come running out, I'm like, boy.
Oh, Zoe! No, I'm sorry.
Stop bandit scum!
You just Gary just
Never
lets
should've
out an
come
audible
here.
sigh.
You camped in the wrong tree!
But- It'll before leaving just say they hurt people on personally. They know how to target people. Leaves.
Yeah, they're trying to buy some mudkits.
I'll
Okay.
go outside and
Marcus,
see what the
hell
commotion
yes.
is.
I've gone to Jeff to see what he's doing.
Jeff has seen Abraham. You can see Abraham in the distance walking close.
This is what happens when you leave a guard dog with no intelligence as to what he's guarding.
I rolled a 5, and he's got a -4 to intelligence.
My man!
I go, Jeff, come on, man. You know Abraham.
I'll beckon Abraham over to let Jeff sniff his hand.
Oh.
You
He's got a
you have a
-4
good
in-
walk there,
I
Abraham?
think he has no object permanence.
he's seen something. It's the first movement he's seen for the last 10 minutes, and he's just freaked out because it's moved.
Yeah. I'll just kind of say to Abraham, it's like, So, why did the name Yuba make you so
Oh yeah, you won't
on
know
edge?
Yuba.
Abraham now goes pale again. It says,
Do I hear it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah.
it quietly, and I'm
I just
outside.
shudder.
So...
you look at Abraham, just like Abraham, like he puts his wrist up, looks at the time. He's not even got. He's done.
Not even got what?
exist. Watches don't exist. Look at that. I think I need
He's got
another
a sundial on.
Oh my god.
I'm there like, yeah, I've got a sundial on my wrist. I look, I've not got a good visibility here. Back in a minute, and I start walking back in the direction I came.
I look up at Aubrey and go, Aubrey, do you know this character, Yuba? I feel like I'm missing something here.
While this inane conversation.
I'm joking. I'm
goes
not doing that again. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like put my hand on fucking Garrick's shoulder. Garrick, it's a long one, but he's not here now, and for better or worse, however that may be, I'm walking sad.
So, while this is happening, James, Aaron, it's just you and your father left in this room.
I've had a pretty big shock, and I'm assuming to do with Mum. Not, Mum, Mother. It's confusing.
You kind of see him kind of very, very briefly, you kind of see him clench his jaw just for a second, and then kind of just kind of unwind. It looks like he kind of just goes back to normal.
Okay. When we were on a ship to come here, it was only a short journey, but in that time, was it 3 of them? 3 people on this other ship were raided by pirates. When they jumped on, one of them just pointed at me and started screaming and yelling, "It's her." And was Mum a bad person?
Deep question.
He kind of looks at you for a second and kind of in general, no. Obviously, a slightly biased to the answer, but I would say no. She was always kind of just a free spirit, really. She liked going adventuring, essentially.
Okay, well, you don't think something could have happened to her, and she's, I mean, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it. She turned to the dark side. No. You don't think that she could have turned and become a bad person now? I don't know. It's worrying me, Dad. Like, obviously, I have so much that I connect to you, and I do want to find her, but now I'm scared. And as much as I love my party, and I get along with all of them, mostly, there's nothing quite like just having a father's bit of advice.
Of course.
Should I give up on this, and am I going to get hurt?
Well, my advice on that last statement was, I think there's always a potential to get hurt. It's something we can't really ever get rid of. But was it? You say that it's been 70 years since we've lost senior mother to a stage of, this could be. If it's her, I'll be shocked. It wouldn't be the kind of thing I'd think she'd try to do. But 70 years is a long time for someone to change, and it could someone just be distinctly different. There are people that can feel look like us in the world. I could see it being someone else. Maybe just a
Yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah,
But-
it could be a quinky dink.
I suggest finding out for yourself. I mean, if you're worried about it being a scenario that your mother has done pain or done wrong, then find out for sure. Make sure that you're not stuck with an indecision for the rest of your life. Make sure you find out if you want to rectify that pain that has been caused, if it is her, or if it isn't her, you can at least be happy with the fact that nothing happened.
So you're saying finding out the truth is better for me than living in a denial or confused state the rest of my life?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I'm going to be honest, guys. When I came onto D&D today, I didn't expect a moral fucking dilemma to occur. Like, a genuine moral dilemma. Like, this is really heartwarming.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
All right. I think that will be a good place to stop.
You hear the war horns in the distance.
No, fucking Strahd just appears in the building.
Nope,
next to my
nope.
Dad laughs and then
No, he has
leaves.
to be invited in. It's okay.
How
actually
is this
Jeff.
right?
Wait. I just
Strahd
thought,
is Jeff. Strahd is Jeff.
I just thought, could Jeff invite Stratton?
Jeff can't actually talk, but I suppose he could
What?
invite him in.
I don't think Jeff can act on his own. Can he?
Well, to an extent.
You'd make
But
noises.
it depends on what stage. If Zoid forgets to do his spell, then Jeff goes
Yeah.
by himself. Jeff just goes to become a normal zombie who can attack anyone.
Oh dear.
I do have ADHD, guys, just to let you know. And part of that is my forgetfulness.
So
This can only end well.
yeah, I'll take that's the end of the session. I think it's a good place to stop.
Yes.
I hope everyone enjoyed it today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Oh,
it.
yeah, this is a great session.
A bit lighter than usual, but
Mm. Sorry, it's been
Surprising.
more the Evelyn show.
Alright, it happens.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Okay, well, that's everything. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time, which is 3rd of July. And yeah.
Alright.
Yay.
Been a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Love
truly.
you.
Thanks all.